Wait. First off, hold on. I'm got it all confused and fucked up. What am I doing? Are we live? I said, are we live? I hope so. Vigilante Wednesday here on another episode of me playing games, talking shit. I already started a little Vampire Survivor, as you guys can see. We're going to get into it. Streaming quite a bit this week. Some weeks I don't always stream like I want to. But this week I have. So that's cool. I haven't been making music like I want to, though. So I guess the streaming is just like me kind of frustrated. I always have a musical break, man. I feel like I should have made more music over the course of the year so far. It has just not been happening. I got to make a habit. So my time management has not been the best. But hey, I'm streaming. I put out a clip today, which I'll take. I don't want to use that. So please check out the clip if you didn't watch the stream yesterday, or if you didn't watch the section yesterday when I was talking about the Passport Bros phenomenon. I mean, you know, I didn't mean to cherry pick per se. You know, and I'm not anti-Passport Bro. I got Eman67 to message or to comment on it, and I guess he was cool with because the content came from his channel. You know, it came from another channel, I guess. It was like another TikTok. So he was cool. But yeah, man, I just, you know, it was maybe a cherry picked example. I'm not trying to cherry pick, but I just, you know, I'm not anti-Passport Bro. I'm anti people being sold a bill of goods, and I think some of this movement is selling other men a dream, you know, and it's just, there's a lot of stuff about the whole Passport Bro situation or thing that just makes me uncomfortable. The first one is like I've said before, I don't want the traveling reputation of because I want to travel. I've traveled a little bit, but I want to travel more. And I don't want to be the reputation that brothers are just traveling to be hornballs and traveling to be simps. Even though, you know, the example I picked wasn't even a brother, but just even Americans in general. I don't want them to think, oh, okay, here come this American simp. Here come this American mark. Just every time we get off the plane, because the rep is, oh yeah, it's the whole Passport Bros, blase splee. You know what I'm saying? Japan has a word for a phrase. I don't know how to say it in Japanese, and I may have the translation slightly wrong, but it's something like other losers somewhere else. It's a concept of people coming to Japan because they're losers somewhere else. You know what I mean? So this is already a thing that's slightly. I know Japan's not necessarily one of the hot places. There's other parts of Asia that, you know, the Philippines, Thailand. That sort of, you know, those are the spots that are a little more popular with the quote-unquote Passport Bros. But see, still the concept remains. I don't want to, you know, you travel somewhere. You know, I've always wanted to go to fucking Brazil, for instance. And that's the spot. I want to go to Kenya. I want to go to Ghana. I want to visit Africa one day. You know what I mean? I don't want to get off the plane and all the chicks looking like, oh, here come a mark, because we know how Americans are. We know what the black, you know. We know what they want. And then it's just, the main principle is, how come these hoes ain't married in their own country? Huh? How come these hoes ain't married to their own men? Straight up. There's one of two reasons. Either the men rejected them because there's something wrong with them, or they rejected the men because of their economic situation, which means they got to go dig a spirit, which of course they do, because a lot of these girls that are marrying these Passport Bros are just looking for somebody to take care of their family. And that's, you know, that's a thing. Am I saying that's every situation? No, but it is a thing. So it's like, who the fuck will want that? Now, do I want people to be happy? Yeah, so, you know, guys are going out there finding happiness, cool. But, I don't want to be the international mark, the international simp, you know what I'm saying? And I think, oops, as I get myself killed. You know, that's my critique. But, you know, I wish people well. I'm not a part of the manosphere. Anyone seen that? Somebody said, I don't know how this channel got recommended. I'm like, me neither, bro. I've been suppressed since, you know, 2020, man. So, you know, I don't know what crazy stuff you've been searching to find my channel. Shout out. It doesn't look like we got too many people in the chat. Man, she look. Is there anyone in the chat? No. Whew. Says my stream is my stream okay? You guys let me know if you exist. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, this is what I expect. You know, I just no recommendations. No one watching the damn channel. So yeah, a guy who got recommended my channel or my page. Don't know how you got here anyway, but stick around, please. Stick around, please. You may agree with some, you may disagree. As long as you find it entertaining. Cool, man. Cool. Channel is basically talk shit. I'm going to probably go back to doing videos though, but it's been me just streaming games and talking shit, and then doing music. I got a lot of clips, freestyle clips. Imperative says it looks good to him, so if it looks good to him, hell with Imperative. Looks good with me. But I got a lot of clips of the one freestyle stream I did a couple weeks ago to post. I got, like I said, videos I want to do. I should be doing instead of this, but I do like the streaming. I do like the shit talking. Hopefully a few people come in the chat. See Imperative. You know, like I said, my channel's always been suppressed, but I'm not giving up, man. I'm not giving up. Why do I do like doing this? Starting to get fun again. Like I said, hopefully I got some stamina to at least record some of the audio to some of the videos. Maybe do some simple editing stuff just to get more content out. But I mean, thank you to anyone who supported my content thus far. Got myself murked. Realize it's been a little bit since I've streamed this, because this game frustrates me with the RNG. Matter of fact, should I use a different character? I really don't use these different characters that much. Let's try somebody different. But yeah, it's been a minute. 'Cause I don't think you guys even saw this level. Let's try this. I don't think you guys saw this. Oof. Oh, shit. Struggle is real. Is bro dead? What's the story in this game? What is going on? Oof. Being dead, just getting murked. Peaches, how you doing if you're still there? Been a minute. Been a minute and a half. Trying to walk on. Okay, cool. I can't succeed without the garlic weapon. That's just the reality. Ooh. And no matter what character I pick, if that's not one of the early weapons, I'm screwed. That's why I like Poe so much, but he got so many other weaknesses. So, here's what it is. And actually, I don't know what to do to unlock the rest of the levels or beat this game. I don't know how the end state of this game is. I have like never researched it to figure out how to beat the game or what that is even looking like. You know, what I need to even do. I've never even like, it's just, I don't know. But it's not the only game we're going to play. As you see in the thumbnail and the title, we will be playing some Final Fantasy VII Remake. I was currently on, I guess it's best to call area level Sector 5. And I've been kind of bullshitting in that town. But I'm probably about to advance the story today a little bit. This is the warm-up game because, again, I'm so used to suppression. I don't like the pentagram. Not just because it's evil and probably is like staying in my brain with the image, but just it sometimes it will throw away the experience. That's the whole point of the fucking game. But this is a warm-up game. Like I said, I'm so used to so much suppression. I'm used to not quite having the audience at the beginning. And with this much, granted, I didn't leave too much lead time for my stream, so I just basically started streaming. I gave it like 15 minutes or something. And so, I mean, that's why you need these games. So hopefully people start to funnel in and we can kind of let the conversation go where it goes. As far as videos go, 'cause like I said, there are videos I want to do, of course. Even though now I'm starting to get sick of it. I want to talk about the Passport Bros. I want to talk about the Jokic thing. It's just stuff that I've talked about on stream, but maybe expand upon my thoughts. Also want to talk about something I haven't talked about on stream, but I've seen is the closing of these Walmarts in all these major cities. You know, as you guys know, I'm from the city of Detroit. When I grew up, it was a big thing that there were almost no malls in the city limits. I don't think there was any. And there was a lot of stores, a lot of areas didn't want to have stuff in the city limits of Detroit. This is when I was a kid, so this is not a new concept. And we do know in a lot of places, shoplifting has gone through the roof. A lot of that's due to inflation. A lot of that's due to, you know, some of the laws. If you're in California, was it decriminalized up to $1,000? I think $1,000, meaning you can steal $1,000 worth of stuff and be okay. I haven't checked. I mean, I've seen, you know, obviously they're leaving Portland, they're leaving a lot of other cities. But I haven't checked and see if they're leaving cities in Texas, because as a lot of people may know, Texas has a different set of gun laws. And man, I mean, I just saw the other day, maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe it's not even that, guy tried to rob, I want to say, a restaurant, and you can tell he was not built that way. I don't know what he was doing. He looked like he was inexperienced. Maybe he was just struggling. But he's past tense now. He's gone off the earth because a patron, you know, that they wasn't going out like that. This is different area, man. This is in the Houston area too. I'm based out of the Houston area now. But yeah, they took him down. They took him down. Hell, Decepticon's cave of comics and toys. The cave changes, but the Decepticon remains the same. Appreciate you being here. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. What's up? Oh, watching the baby woke up. I'm sorry. Well, shout out to the baby, but congrats. I'm sorry he's awoke. Maybe that's probably why it's been a minute, because the baby, I remember, yo, congrats. Yeah, congrats. So, you know, now I feel like I gotta, this is babies, the youth is in the audience. I gotta, like, tone it down. You don't need to be hearing these harsh words at such a young age. Almost a year. Oh, man. Congrats, man. Time flies. Hell, classy cousin. He's a baby too. He's like 12. No, how old are you now, Classy Vigilante? You're older than 12. Like 15, between. Hey, red shirt. See, the gang's starting to show up. The notification's starting to go out. That's dope. That's dope. Super famous fun time guy, so he hears a lot of cuss. Okay. Oh well. What do you do? I mean, I guess he'll learn it in school. So what do you do? What do you do? So I appreciate everyone showing up. Looks like the notifications are being notified. And that's a cool thing. Just playing some Vampire Survivor. We'll get into Final Fantasy VII. Wasn't talking about much. I did talk about the Walmarts leaving the cities. Obviously shoplifting has gone up. Obviously some areas are damn near encouraging it. I mean, I think they are encouraging it. I think that's part of the World Economic Forum thing is to, we have the smart cities and these freedom cities that Trump offers, which sounds like the smart cities in the conservative coat of paint. This is, and I get it, shoplifting. Okay, that sucks and that's bad. But man, I'm telling you, I know people hate the Con Theo shit, man. There's something deeper about these Walmarts closing. It's not just. A lot of it is the shoplifting. Don't get me wrong. I get it. They said they lost, $3 billion? They basically say Walmart claims they lost all of their profit margin in shoplifting the past year. I don't know if I believe that, but clearly they lost a lot if they're moving out of cities, at least on the surface. But I just, if you've heard about other things that Walmarts could be used for because of the space they operate in, and you're seeing all these Walmarts close across the country. Remember, the corporation of Walmart is still going to own a lot of these plazas, a lot of this land, and a lot of these buildings. It can get. You guys are going to have to do your research because I don't know what I can say on this platform. We're suppressed enough. We're trying to make this a little thing, but there's a federal. Look up other purposes of Walmart, conspiracy theory purposes of Walmart. If a store don't make money, Walmart will close it. They're doing it. There's a systematic closing across the entire country, and they're localizing cities, and the premise is shoplifting. They're saying losses, but it's losses during shoplifting. Now, these are very popular stores. Are the shoplifting losses so much that they're not profiting? Maybe with some stores. I'm sure with some stores how bad the shoplifting is. If you have people going in with garbage bags like you see in some places, yeah, I'm sure in those cases there are. So I'm not trying to say there's nothing to it. I could be off base with it. Hey, I hope I'm off base with this. I don't want to be correct. Because if I'm correct, man, could be a fugly situation for a lot of us. Well, but I don't know. I don't know if those Walmart, maybe I'm just too paranoid. Maybe it's just a bunch of Walmarts dealt with shoplifting and they're just closing, and that's all it is. And there's nothing Con Theo about it. There's no, the only camps will be the camping, department of the stores, right? Like there's nothing to worry about. And that, there's a high possibility there is that. We'll see. But again, they are going to have a lot of this empty land in these cities. What's going to become of all these empty Walmarts? Are they just going to be like on some abandoned TikTok thing? You guys ever see like abandoned Midwest or something? Is that that's going to happen to all these Walmarts across the country? They're closing cities that don't Vic shoplifting. Oh no, I'm not knocking them closing. I'm just worried that it's deeper than that. I'm worried, listen, back in the days when I heard all the conspiracy theories that ended up being true, I didn't believe them. As much as I could be a conspiracy theorist, I didn't fucking believe any of them. I did not see how they were going to get there. I did not see that coming. I did not understand, well, how are they going to make P3DOism, if you know what I'm saying, putting down there, how are they going to make that mainstream? These motherfuckers did it. How are they going to get people, into a lot of these situations, they did it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, the idea that they couldn't, one, think about this. Who you know where Walmart gets all their money from, right? It could be the world's biggest crack houses. Who does Walmart get all their money from? Come on, you guys know this. United States government, by means of the food stamp program. That's most of the money. So they're actually a subsidized corporation, right? Okay. Again, I hope I'm wrong. This is something to chew on. This is not saying that, I'm not saying that there's not a lot of shoplifting going on in these cities. It's not that. It's me thinking outside the box, right? But okay, if we've seen, and don't think it make you listen, seeing what we saw with that damn jab, knowing what it did to people, there's to me no depths of which the evil state, the Klaus Schwabs of the world won't go, to me, once they went to there, where people lost their jobs for something that now all of a sudden people are dying suddenly. If you didn't want to get this die suddenly juice, you lost your job. That's fucking evil. The idea that these same people won't, cause camps, so to speak, nothing's out of the realm of plausibility. Now, I hope it's just, man, these stores don't, these cities don't prosecute shoplifting properly, and we got to move from these cities. I hope it's just that, and if it's just that, cool. It's an evil fucking world, man. Anything's possible. That's what the past 3 years have taught me. All the con deals I didn't want to believe. I didn't think they would get to the kids like they have. You know what I mean? I didn't even want to believe the rapper ones. Oh, yeah, everyone say, yeah, of course, everyone's an Illuminati, sure. You know what I mean? And then you keep seeing the same images. You keep seeing people saying the same hand signs. So listen, I hope I'm wrong, but it's just something to consider. Because again, if the government are the ones who are encouraging all the shoplifting by the laws, and then all of a sudden one of their subsidized companies now has all this empty space, it can be used for anything. Shout to Franchise Pearson. He had a good point about he's in the Chicago area, and he said in the year 2020 he saw them put up a lot more cameras and a lot more equipment, and he's like, well, doesn't all this has to be planned? Because you need to talk about budgets. The government doesn't do anything like that with planning. So how did all these cameras get put up in 2020 so quick? When at the pandemic was, a shock, allegedly. Or was it a pandemic that we thought it was? Didn't it seem like it was a pandemic? So you think the government or the World Economic, whatever you want to call it, if you think they're evil enough to do a pandemic, you think they're going to stop? You think, all right, we just locked everyone down for 3 years, they had the greatest transfer of wealth, but we're done, guys, go back to normal. Nah, man. So I hope I'm wrong, but nothing was shopping. What you guys saying? I'm rambling. Classy's 18, so I said 12. You're a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man, hell low spec with the Penguins. And even Red Shirt will believe it. Or is he talking about something else? They're closing. Yeah, they are closing cities. World biggest crack house. Oof. Or they could, Detroit used to take like open buildings and make them into raves. Maybe they'll be rave spots. I lean towards conspiracy, but this time, like, duh, of course, F it. Who's Jeffrey Marsh? I don't know him offhand. I probably should, right? It's an evil world. So I hope I'm wrong. That's what it is. I really do hope I'm wrong. It's just like, golly, there's a lot quick. But I mean, hey, there's a lot of shoplifting. Shoplifting is going through the roof, and they're not prosecuting it. And like I said, man, they're doing that at people's danger, man. Like I said, in Texas, it just happened maybe 2 weeks ago. Somebody robbing a restaurant, and the patron let them have it, man. Shit, if you've been following, we talk about the liberal places. Shout out to my man Sean Kemp. Shout out to brothers who used the Second Amendment. He basically saved his life the other day. Almost went to jail. But Sean Kemp, if you don't know, and I'm talking about the Sean Kemp, former Seattle Supersonics great player. He runs a few cannabis shops out in the Tacoma, I think, area. Somewhere in Washington, Tacoma, Seattle, wherever. And I don't know the geography like that. But the Washington area, you know, that state. Somebody robbed him and was shooting at him. And he was able to return fire. He did have to spend a day in jail. But, he cleared of all charges. Because he was protecting himself. You know, so I get it. It's a fucking crazy world out there. And shit, you think I don't think about, I already got, damn, is my controller fucking up? This bitch has been charging. Uh-oh. Shit, I don't think it's gonna, uh-oh. I don't think the controller's gonna work because I got it, the controller usually doesn't work. I'm sorry to get away from the mic. But it doesn't usually work if the game's already started and it's not started. So I'm gonna have to use the keyboard. Uh-oh, something messed up. This keyboard's messed up. There's no limit now. Yeah, there's no limit to. Once you see some craziness like what they did to hell, Metal Mental. Appreciate you showing up. Once you see the craziness of man, this thing's broke. This keyboard, oh well. Things are just flashing on screen. Oh shit. Oh. Hopefully it gives me a super weapon. Sitting at 460. Congrats. Shout out to anyone whose channel's been able to grow, man. Hopefully I can get like you. The past 2 years of stagnation, I got used to it, but it's like, wow, I've been on this platform 3 years and it's been stagnant. But I'm glad other people are able to grow, man. Keep going. You'll get to 1,000. You'll get to 10,000. 100,000, man, if you keep growing. So keep going. And congrats. Didn't you have another channel before this, Metal? I feel like you did. And apologies if I'm incorrect with that. Oh shit. And again, my controller is down. For whatever reason, this bitch is moving up whatever way it wants to. You close to 500, half a rack. Oh shit, I'm about to die. I have a revive. I don't know if I used it already or not. Shit. I'm dead. Oh shit, so somehow I survived. Oh shit, not for long. Shit. Hey Papa Cotton. Somehow gained 50 subs, barely putting vids out. Oh, not gonna talk about the other one for now. No worries. I do gotta revive. Well, hey, congrats on that, man. Like I said, I don't know if you guys were here early, but there's somebody came by when I dropped the Passport Bro clip. They said, I don't even know how I got to your channel. I'm like, oh, yeah. Me neither, because I'm suppressed. No, I've been suppressed for 2 years, been in the same spot for 2 years. So I have no idea. You got please stay, you know. I need as many people as I can get, man. Like, you know, because it's hard out here. And again, you know, as much as we talk about the shoplifting, how bad it is, let's not forget this is intentional. There are people shoplifting who aren't really shoplifters. Yes, you got the ignorant types, but you know, the economy literally was intentionally crashed over the past few years. Have you been here? You remember that? As I get merch, I gotta restart the game. The economy got crashed, and then these laws got passed. So this is not accidental that shoplifting's gone up, guys. This is all part of a plan. A little bit of trend changing. A little bit of what I enjoy simultaneously. Okay, Capcom sale 87%. I got Ace Attorney Chronicles. You know, I've never played. So I'm looking at my Steam because it popped up. I have never played any. What's this shit? The Attorney Ace. What's his name? I forgot. The Ace Attorney shit. I've never played it. I'm just looking to see if they got any Street Fighter games. That's the only thing I like from. I mean, I'm just a fighter guy, so you got Street Fighter 5, which I'm surprised I don't own, and the Champion Edition. They got some stuff on sale. We got the 30th Anniversary Collection on sale. I might grab that. Okay, let me stop looking at this. Let's get this game started, and we're gonna play a little bit more Vampire Survivor, and then we'll get into Final Fantasy VII. Keep to a regular stream every Friday. My regular stream is Saturday, but I've been doing a little bit more. And I want to do more videos because there's subjects I talk about. I should do a video on it. Like, you know, even the Passport Bro shit. I've been talking about that for weeks. But I just now put out a clip. So either videos or clips of stuff. A lot of stuff I want to do. Oh, did I? I inspired your anonymity. Well, that's good. That's good. You're still a legend in these parts, man. Which I'll keep your anonymity. Some people may or may not know. But your exploits are still legendary around here, man. So eventually we maybe need to do a follow-up. If ever. I mean, hey, if you want to stay the anonymous thing. And, you know, there's times where I'm glad I'm anonymous, man. Because I'm like, man, stuff I say, what if it messes, as much as, you know, our job stresses me out. I may or may not be looking for a new one. You know, I wouldn't want to go through that process. I wonder, you know, if I had a bigger channel, would it show up on searches? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when I got this, job, I had the same amount of subs I have now. So, you know, I think I'll be okay. Sheesh, I'm getting fucked up. Fuck. See, this RNG is just such bullshit. I don't like the pentagram. I need to track though. Sorry, I'm not reading the comments. Ooh, science is just act up. So next stop and play, I'll read the comments. So what else is going on in the world? I mean, ever since the format change, I don't really look at the news. Just whatever comes up in the feed. And when I find something interesting, you know, I'll run it by you guys. But I haven't really been keeping up as much. There's so much distractionary shit, right? And the real shit is always, you know, fucked up stuff going on. Okay, so this again. They're not gonna give me the weapon I need to actually be able to beat this level, so that's great. Oh shit, the game's not on screen. Shit. Hold on. No game on stream. Well, I'll take this as a stop and read you guys' comments before I put the game on, or while I put the game on stream. Here we go. Let's see. Keep a regular stream, inspiring high ID. So I dye your beard purple and keep your sunglasses on. Lastly, I also meet people all the time. That's cool. Early start later. Be seeing you. Have a good night. Red shirt. It's not just another red shirt. It's the red shirt. So like-minded streamers. Go to like-minded streamers. Meet, hang out in the chats. I've grown 40 subs to 460 in literally 5 months. Well, that's kind of how this. That's the only reason I grew subs was like-minded streamers, but my mind has changed, so we're not like-minded anymore. Yeah, to get games off screen. But yeah, congrats on those subs. Congrats on those subs. But yeah, that was the whole fandom menace thing. We're all like-minded. We're all the same. No, we're not. We're all the same boat together. And we're gonna change the world. And and I was in that same little thing, but then you're like, I don't even think any of this shit is real. I think this is all bullshit. And then you're not like-minded anymore, so you got to kind of be on your own. But I don't have to be completely on your own. I mean, I still got friends. Obviously, and I'm the reason we ain't doing Culture Crime Fighters, not no one else. But ain't dead yet. And actually, I'm probably gonna. I don't do every episode of the MF, but I'm trying to make tomorrow's. At least part of it. I don't know if I can do the whole thing. At least some of it. I mean, he's grown. Matt's grown something nice over there. Doesn't mean you should stop meeting people. That's true. But it does mean that's not the other people thing. Not that I'm against it, but it's not going to be my growth strategy per se. Personally, doesn't mean it's not an effective one if you're around the right people, and you got if I was still like-minded, maybe I would have grown. I had the chance to do the corpo fandom menace thing if I wanted to. I'm not a good corpo, as the people who work with me notice. Well, I don't know Spanish, so I can't do that. And congrats, man. Sheesh. All right. All right. So now the game's on stream and on screen. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with stuff. I mean, I keep up with the sports shit. Even though I think sports are rigged, which I do. Still interesting, still entertaining. Can't be without any entertainment, right? Hell, Geek Hazu. Didn't even see you there. Appreciate you being here. I don't even know what the fuck I picked. I wasn't paying no attention. As much as I've played this game, I'm starting to get sick of it. Like I said, I hate the fucking RNG element of it. I know it's just a simple indie game and shit, but it can be really frustrating on these long ass runs. It's like, especially, there's always a section in these levels where they send just like hordes and hordes of fucking enemies, and if you don't have like a super weapon, you just can't win. You can't survive because they send so many fucking enemies. Pokemon. I didn't know Pokemon was a trend again. So that's nothing. I'm not the trend chaser guy. And I know a lot of people, you chase trends, it's easier to grow. Let's just keep it a rack. People in that community are super nice. That's dope. That's dope. I mean, that's dope. Hey, if that's something you like too, you gotta also be something you like. If it's something you fuck with, then keep fucking with it. I'm not that big. I ain't gonna say I don't do no trend. I got a TikTok, so I'm not. I guess that's. I do shorts. I don't know if that is considered trendy, but I don't really hop on the trend. I don't even know what the trends are, man. I'm old. Just kind of talk my shit and do my thing, man. Do my thing. I'm trying to think of what the fuck to talk about. So if Cinch a Dildo makes topics easier because he's usually said something funny. I could just go off of that. And speaking of which, I keep forgetting to watch that Groiper shit he's talking about. Maybe we'll watch together. I don't know. Kind of chasing the Star Wars trend, but it's Dark Forces from the 95 before, I'll just say it, fuck Disney. Hashtag fuck Disney. Still 90s kid yourself. That's dope. But yeah, man. Fuck Disney. We all know they destroyed everything. They destroyed everything. And they're an evil company. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of people love Disney. And, you know, even the people now who are pretty angry about Disney because of either what they did to Star Wars or politically or just the content quality, whatever the reason, let's not act like these Disney movies. Like, you know, I've talked about I talked about the Passport Bros. What prior to me being critical of the Passport Bros is because they're still programmed from these fucking Disney movies. That guy we showed yesterday, and you can check the clip out on the channel, he thinks he's in a fucking Disney movie. And Disney movies literally, and they're not the main reason, they're a minor reason, but I think they're an underrated reason that a lot of our relationships as adults are fucked up. A lot of people in my generation, the generation that doesn't replace itself, the generation that's having less babies, the generation that's less married, we grew up on those fucking Disney movies that taught us fucked up lessons about relationships and love. And, you know, as much as we talk about the women who have princess programming from Disney movies, clearly they worked on the men too who have these fucking crazy, non-quantifiable views on love because they saw a bunch of Disney movies and thought, you know, magic's just gonna happen and everything's gonna work out and that the real world is not what the real world really is. And that's not to say that you can't find a relationship, love, or anything like that out of the world, but you can't if you have fucking expectations out of a fucking cartoon. And so Disney, you know, let's not act like this was some great company and then all of a sudden got evil. This is the same company that got, you know, fucking even got the land with the help of the fucking CIA. This company's always been fucking evil, man. And and what do they specialize in? Oh, nothing but the MK Ultra program and brainwashing people. I wonder what the fuck. Well, maybe that has something to do with what I just said about the fucking movies. Again, I know I'm kind of Theo. I know I can be off the edge. I definitely think it's something to that, man. Fuck Disney. Marriage is definitely not a fairy tale. Hell, Wes. Do enjoy SNES 64 games and RPGs. I enjoy aspects of Pokemon. I like the team building parts. Cool. Hashtag kill the rat. Exactly. Disney made a generation of millennials, and now the Zoomers. You know, the Zoomers and now the millennials that raised them had a generation think that life and love was a fairy tale. Everyone doesn't have someone's meant to be. How dare you think that you're just meant to, that there's just someone just for you, there's only one? Like, what the fuck? Why did that become a popular way of thinking about love? There's only one true love and there's one person for you and you just gotta find it. That's such a, like, that doesn't even make any sense when you break it down to any logic. Under what basis are you just owed a person to love? Like, you know what I mean? Everything else in this world you got, but there's just someone there. No, maybe there's not. If you're blessed enough to find someone you're compatible with, cool. But there's no fucking magical fairy tale. You gotta work. You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of people are just led to believe they don't have to work, right? They just, their relationship and happiness is just gonna fall out of a tree. A lot of people felt entitled to it. A lot of women feel entitled to it. A lot of men overvalue women, thinking that they're princesses as a result, and then put themselves in bad situations because they don't value themselves. A lot of men, unfortunately, get taught that, you don't start life until you get a woman. So, that's another thing. That this I won't put on Disney. I won't put this on Disney. Even though they're going balls deep into feminism now. But we taught a generation of women. I've said this on the Culture Crown Fries before. We taught a generation of women, you need to pursue your career first. We taught a generation of men, you need to pursue relationships first. Now, where the fuck do they do that at? And how the fuck is that supposed to make us productive as a society? So we got to unlearn this shit and undo the bitterness. That's why that's why there is so much bitterness between the genders now. Part of it is biblical. If you put enmity in between you and the woman and you and the seed. I may have got that, something off, but you guys hopefully catch the drift. Yeah, no one should look at Disney for advice, but the problem is we all saw those movies, right? So we all took an influence from it. Only watch long form content. Shorts are for stupid people. Hey, shorts will be the only reason this fucking channel grows, mister. Because Lord knows they're not gonna watch the shit I've been doing. Ain't growing the damn channel. If you pin that, people remember to like the stream. 15 like go. You know what? But see, that never happens with me. The like goals and shit. I mean, like. But see, that's not, now we're getting too streamer. I'm not trying to be too streamer. Like if you want. It's your decision. That's too streamer for me. That's too like goal, guys. I can't do it. It's not for me, man. That's too streamer. That's another thing that bothers me. The more I watch all these shorts, the more I realize there's a fucking infinite amount of streamers and podcasters. And it's just like, I don't want to be another schmarmy schmuck with a microphone in his face with a fucking Shure or was the Electro Voice RE20 in his face, talking like he's an expert on the world because he's got a fucking mic in his face in a YouTube studio in his room. Like, it's just, what I mean? So I mean, like, part of my growth is this platform being suppressive. Part of it is my own quirkiness, so to speak. And sometimes I'm not always doing the most I'm not always behaving in the most algorithmically friendly way. Sometimes it's out of content. Sometimes it's just the format. Like what you said, a like goal is logical, right? And I know, I'm sure it works. I'm sure it works because people do shit like that. But it just feels too. I'm about to get killed. But it just feels too like, I don't know. I don't know, man. We're different people, man. We got different vibes. Give me a 2-hour podcast and I'm happy. I feel you. I do prefer. I like both, honestly. I like both. Sometimes I just need, I'm like, all right, give me an audio book, give me a podcast. Sometimes I'm like, did I use my Revive? I didn't. Sometimes I'm like, man, I'm about to spend 20 minutes watching 30-second shorts. So I'm a both. Shorts is probably the only algorithmically friendly thing I do, to be honest. Streaming, I shouldn't even be streaming like that. Even though streaming is getting big, there's a lot of big streamers. But for this platform, Twitch is the streaming platform, even though they don't promote, but it just has more tools and the people, from a fan standpoint, it's kind of a better experience. YouTube, I feel like I can do better on, but I mean, I don't know. I used to do better streams when I had less subs, just because I was so clued in with the quote unquote fandom, So sometimes I wonder, would I be better or worse if I would have just like stayed with that thing and just did everyone stream but again, that felt inauthentic. It felt like I was begging for people to like me, you know what I'm saying, and then trying to say the right things and being in agreement. It's just that sort of thing. I hate when things feel corporate because I work at a corporate job, right? So when I do this is why I'm, my personal thing, and it gets me in trouble. It's not the best way to handle things. But when I do this, I want it to be as uncorporate as it possibly can be, because that's what I have to deal with is corporate bullshit all day, to the point where I get driven crazy. So I don't want to act any more corporate than I have to doing this, because at the end of the day, this is my hobby. As much as I want it to be, I would love to make enough money off of this where I can focus on other things and focus on this, and maybe make it a better platform, maybe focus on my music, focus on other stuff I want to do. I would love to do that, but at the same time, I don't know, it's just like I'm not, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You think there's less audience now? Oh man, Classy and Papa. Yeah, what are you guys' favorite podcasts right now? Culture Crime Fighters, right? No, it's been a few months. That's nothing. I do want to bring that back, but I don't know how do we. I haven't talked to Matt about it. I don't know how to bring it back, because it's. Are we going to go back to the villain of the week? What's the pressing stories? What's the hot topics? It's just, I don't know, man. That's why, as much as these are not streams that do well, but I'll be lying to say if I'm not having fun, there's not fun being had. So it's like, and there's something to that. And I do worry about growth. Don't get me wrong. I'm not acting like I'm above growth. But it's like, if this is going to become a job, and if this is going to become an unpaid job, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? As long as it's fun, I'll keep fucking with it. And so I guess that's my mentality. It may be the incorrect one. So I reserve the right to be wrong. It may be, maybe it'll change as time goes on. Maybe I'll get more. Well, not that I'm not serious with this, but maybe, okay, you know what? I have to do certain things because this is what the platform dictates. So I have to, maybe curse less, which I probably should have been doing. Maybe, play the game a little more. Really like EFAP and F&T. There's a ton I catch often. And obviously Matt's talked about Kill Tony, and then Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. I care less about my franchise. They suck. Not fun to make fun of it anymore. I agree. Let me do one more run of this, and then we'll switch to Final Fantasy. All right, went almost an hour. Let's try a different level at least. Red letter media start bleeping and cursing. Yeah, a lot of people do. This is interesting. Oh shit, is these flowers moving towards me? What the fuck is going on? This is kind of creepy. Right? Like, what the fuck? It's growing? Oh shit, I ain't got time for this level. This is gay, but they're trying to play the game. It's time to play the game. No, but they gotta play the game. You know what I'm saying? They gotta play the game, and that's the thing. How do you keep authenticity in the new social? Because social media and the internet was based on some edge. That's what made it popular, right? Because I'm in this creepy, demonized garden. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Something about plants just growing up around me without any control seems creepy. I've not played this level yet. No, this is my first time playing it with you guys. I've got a few levels by myself. You know what I mean? Just playing, but I hadn't played through everything. I kind of wanted to, play it live. This is freaky. I don't know what it is. This is really creeping me out. I'm not gonna be able to play much of this. Just some creep. I don't know what it is that creeps me about these fucking plants, but they're just creepy looking. Something fucking unnerving about the concept of this level. yeah, man, it's time to play the game. If you want to get on in this platform, you gotta play the game. That's how the rules are. And it's like, you know, I don't want to bleep out cursing. Hear those fucking curse words, yeesh. But this is YouTube. It's a corporate platform. All these platforms are corporate now, man. This is the new entertainment. You think kids are watching TV shows? They're watching their favorite streamers now, man. That's what kids are watching. That's what kids are into. They're not into, you know, into YouTubers. They're into Twitch streamers. They were into Andrew Tate. They're into Dr. Disrespect. They're into Adden Ross. They're into whoever. They're not into, you know, these franchises lost their chances, these kids. They shot that away to get a bunch of musty 20-year-old women with blue hair and to get their approval. And they've already disapproved of them. They just yelling them at Twitter, getting fat, eating toxic food, with musty badussies. But that's all they got is a bunch of musty badussie blue hair fans who no one gives a shit about what they think anyway. So that's the only fan base that all these modern franchises are cultivated. And these people, they don't even watch the shit or like the shit. Oh, these are really freaky, man. What are those? I guess people like The Last of Us, and I did want to check that out now that it's done. I think I'm always hesitant to give anything time. I know didn't the second episode of Mandalorian hit? Is anybody watching The Mandalorian? Does anybody care about that? Let me know. Oh, speaking of, I'm glad you're here, Los. I was actually listening to Nemophilia. They're pretty good. A little more poppy than I thought. You know what I mean? Because you kept saying metal. Little. When I say poppy, I don't mean like in a bad way. It's just that maybe poppy's not the right word. Maybe more accessible and approachable than I expected. I actually like it quite a bit. Oh, stuff still grows up. That's creepy as shit. But yeah, so I have checked them out and checked out some of their songs. Bringing back Baby Yoda and firing Gina was it for me. Accessibility is a good way of viewing it. Yeah. Watching Mando for educational purposes. Don't know if I care enough though. See, do I have to watch Boba Fett? Did stuff happen in Boba Fett that I missed? Because I didn't watch Boba Fett. I ain't watched shit. I haven't watched anything Star Wars since the second season of Mandalorian, man. So if I gotta watch all that other bullshit, man, you can count me the fuck out. These fucking demon trees. The fuck is this? They got a wide range of sounds. There's a pop punk sound. Seize the Fate album ballads mostly heavy. I see. Heard this, yes, but I heard it suck. So I gotta watch some shitty. Nah, I ain't watching it then. I guess that's it for me and Mando. First season was cool. Second season was meh. I'll never know how the third season was. That's just how I go. I don't really care, man. Star Wars is listen, going back to what I said about Disney, don't get me wrong. I love Star Wars, the original trilogy. But even that, that was an allegory for witchcraft. They was talking about white magic, light side, dark side. That was two different houses of magic, man. They're trying to teach the world how to do magic and make that more accessible. They're space wizards, man. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to culturally make magic more accessible. Oh, some of these things can cause damage. This is fucking creepy, man. See, how creepy is this level gonna get? Oh, boy. Sail to seas, that's smart. Episode 2 of Mando's better than episode 1. But the writing's gone down here since season 1/2. And then they had good... Yeah, the writing was always overrated in the fucking Mandalorian. It wasn't some high art piece. It was basic bitch Star Wars, which, okay, that's cool. And you know what? there were some cool set pieces. I'm not gonna lie. There were some cool set pieces for a TV show. That first season hit. I'm not gonna act like that first season wasn't lit. I'm not. It may have been basic bitch, but it was just what the doctor fucking ordered at the time. Second season was mid at best, maybe less than mid, and everybody got hyped. And it was, you know what? That was actually one of the things that probably got me a lot of subs, was the fact that I called Luke Skywalker and Neurotic saw it, and he hyped me up for it, for saying that Luke Skywalker thing was a work and that we were going to get a bunch of bullshit, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Luke Skywalker!" You know what I mean? And listen, when I saw it, I got hyped too, and then it's like, oh, this is a fucking red herring. It's gonna get a bunch. This is, you know, I didn't even have the term member berries, I don't think, yet, but I'm like, oh, that's all. This is bullshit right here. Bounty Hunter turned babysitter was lame. That's another thing. When that show was marketed, it was marketed as a fucking Western and Star Wars universe. And I remember that, you know, it was supposed to be the Boba Fett show, and obviously they finally made one, and it was all fucked up. But when they didn't make it Boba Fett, to me, they had free reign to do whatever the fuck they want, and then they still tied it back in with the main story. I wanted them to just be in the Star Wars world. I wish they were like out of time, like nowhere near the main trilogy, nowhere near the original, just nowhere near any of the shit, either the main, the original, or the prequels, or I say the main original prequels, or whatever the fuck Disney called the shit bullshit they made. I just get out of there, get out of this timeline, just show a cool bounty hunter doing cool bounty hunter shit, and develop a whole story. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. So they never really delivered on what the fuck this could have been, and instead just made a bunch of bullshit in the first place. So yeah, man, I'm in no rush. I'm not saying I'll never check out The Mandalorian or have no intrigue, because like I said, I did like the first season, but you know, second season was mid and with a lot of member berries to make it in. Now, don't get me wrong, the one episode with Bill Burr, that shit in the second season, that shit was raw. I'm not gonna lie. And then the one right before where they had, ironically enough, y'all, everyone's boo, Gina and Apollo Creed. That the episode right before, I think it was either right before or 2 weeks before, I can't remember exactly. Those two episodes were solid ass episodes that I liked. Man, the rest of that season was just mid, man. Even the last episode, up until Luke shows up with his shitty CG, the shitty what's that shit called? The face swapper shit. I can't even think of it right now. But just even up until that moment, it wasn't that great. That last episode, a lot of those episodes aren't that great. Okay, next stop, I haven't been reading you guys' comments. I've just been talking shit in this fucking demonized garden, and I want to leave so badly. It just creeps me out. Or the next level. If I ever reach the next level, it's just like this YouTube channel is never going to reach the next level. What the fuck? And I'm not doing the most down. I'm just walking straight in the direction because, like I said, these things fucking creep me out, man. Creep me right the fuck out. You said it's all crap. Talking about the Mandalorian. I'm not bullshitting you, girl. I just like the first season, and I like those 2 episodes of the second season. Now, a lot of that shit's mid at best. A lot of that shit, burning shit with fire, man. This shit's evil. Burn all this shit with fire, bro. Okay, let's see what some of this says. Episode 2. Oh, or maybe you're talking low spec. Sell to see, smart. Like the 30-minute episodes with the perfect length. True. Whole series was stupid. There's a lot of stupidity in that series, no doubt. Going back to the Japanese metal scene. Check out E10 and Zen for Heavy from Seize the Fate. Hold on, it's just still songs from Nemophilia. The whole album's on YouTube, no music video for those. Old Republic done Company would be cool, yeah. Or way after the original trilogy. If you're not completely out on Star Wars, Andor's worth a try. A lot of people had a lot of good things to say about Andor. Man, there was so much I just didn't even give it a chance. I'm not even gonna lie. But I know a lot of people had good things to say about on Andor. You know, maybe it was worth watching. I don't know. Andor was competently written. Can't blame you for not caring. I thought Rogue One was cool. I think it's another one of the more overrated things. I think a lot of the passable things that's happened in the Disney era got overrated. That's not to say I didn't like Rogue One upon release, but there was some issues I had with it. And that's before I was all aware about the whole Jen Erso Superwoman thing, you know, but whatever, right? It was still a cool story. It did change the fucking story, but it was still cool. We got to see, similarly, you know, to the Luke Skywalker thing, and I think I had said this, the most two popular moments in Disney Star Wars is just Luke looking like a badass and Darth Vader looking like a badass, which is like not hard to do. It's just, all you did is just take this modern version of storytelling, modern version of action scene, and use these cool characters from the past. It's fun metal with smiles and anger. Yeah, I fuck with their music. Andor. Oh, you talking about Andor's crap? Listen, people like that. I didn't watch it. I don't know. I didn't watch it. And wait a second. Metal Mental says try having a little optimism. Little optimism goes the wrong channel. Papa said optimism, not positivity. Two different things. What is it? I don't remember the fucking the little fucking fortune cookie lesson, but it's something like the pessimist complains about the wind, the optimist says there's no wind, the realist wears a jacket, some shit like that. That's how I think of things. The realist wears a jacket. I'm not gonna be overly optimistic or overly pessimistic. But I will try to be as realistic as I possibly can. Rogue didn't work. The point of taking out the Death Star was that the Empire was so arrogant they couldn't conceive an attack like that was taking it out. Yeah, I didn't. That's the thing I didn't like. I didn't like that this was an intentional flaw. That fucked me up. That's something I didn't like. I like the idea. Oh no, there's this small piece that they didn't even consider, because they didn't even consider that anyone would attack it, let alone, you know, try to shoot a rocket up an exhaust vent. No one's gonna fucking. I mean, plus those things are small as a want rat. Who the fuck is gonna do that? I like that. When you put it, oh, it's an intentional flaw. See, that's why prequels don't work. We start overwriting and overthinking shit that already worked, because you got to put your spin. And then never forget, in Hollywood, a lot of these execs and a lot of these head writers, not the peons, but the head honchos, when they come into a project of an established property, part of the reason they change things, and this is something I'm sore about the fandom for not educating the fan on. They want to educate the fan on all this shit, but they don't want to tell you basic bitch shit. Well, these things look demonic as fuck. Part of the reason you have things changed is so the people who are making those changes can have some sort of royalty or some sort of royalty or whatever you want to call on whatever changes there are, whether it's from the merch, whether it's from you see the red arm of C-3PO is the perfect example. That's the one I always use. But his arm was red because that meant the J.J. Abrams C-3PO had a specific thing, and so J.J. Abrams, when those motherfuckers didn't sell, but the idea is being when they sell, and now this is getting really creepy, guys, but when they sell, he gets a piece of it because it's the red arm version of C-3PO. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the regular C-3PO. It's the red, and so that's why a part of the reason these changes happen too. A lot of times they'll talk about, oh yeah, you know, oh shit, my controller is just died. It's just died, guys. What the fuck? I'm like, what in the fuck? Shows how this game can be played automatically. Okay, guess. I don't know why my controller. Well, I know why. Apparently, it's not charged up enough. Shit, I wanted to get the fucking Final Fantasy. Gone an hour. What's this one here? 25% difference, BS. Yeah. Hell, hit. Rogue One got rid of Kyle Katarn for fuck's sake. It did, didn't it? For me, that has worked. Positivity comes force. You don't feel optimistic, just be calm. Do what works for you, bro. Let's see, did I miss something else? Rogue One was made to diminish loot blowing up the Death Star. They did do that, right? They said Jyn Erso saved the Death Star and shit. They tried to do that. They did do that. So, I mean, I get that, Papa Cotton. I get that. Let's see. Vader saved that movie without him. The best character is Gullet. 25% difference, yeah. How can the writers not see the explanation was already there for the flaw? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I really don't. I think, like I said, part of it is they wanted to change things, so it's their version. I definitely, they did bring it up in one of those Disney comics, trying to hype up, make Jyn Erso, this new character they came up with from Rogue One, the real hero of the rebellion, the real reason the Death Star blew up. So there definitely was some diminishing of the original trilogy there too. Papa Cotton's not wrong in that. They did put that. They put it to paper. They put it on wax, so to speak. So definitely something, a part of their thinking. Doesn't mean Rogue One wasn't still somewhat decent. Doesn't mean it was great. You know what I mean? Oh shit, what the fuck was that? That was I was not expecting that. Let's quit. I was not expecting that. What did I unlock? I did like the non-Jedi Force stuff. That was cool. See, there were cool elements of it though. Yeah, Force fanboys. That was cool though. That was cool. It gave it more depth, I should say. Not death. Speaking of death, I gotta skip. Cool. So if I bought everything? Bought everything. I own it all. Well, at least so far. There's obviously more to get. Okay, I'm gonna have to chat it up while this damn thing charges. Cause my controller is being goofy. Visuals cool. Seeing the disc being put into space with Star Destroyers flying by was badass. Yeah. If anything, you got time next week, I got my crazy stream next week. Would love for you to come out and watch. If I can, I'll try to, man. If I can, I'm bad with keeping up with stuff. What time? What time and day? What is, you said Fridays, right? Because that's the thing I got to do to, even though I haven't been consistent with it. Oh, and isn't next week the 100th MFer? Anyone who keeps up with the MFer, is it the 100th episode? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my controller. I tried to charge it, but I don't know. So I got it on a charger. I don't want to keep mindlessly playing this game because it's getting to me. Like I said, that was creepy. That level was creepy, and then that was a weird thing. Friday, Nuzlocke, 10 p.m. Central. Okay, 11 p.m. Eastern. Not yet. 99 tomorrow, so next week's 100. That's what I thought. So, yeah, I don't know if I can do it next week. Because I got to make the 100. I was there on the first. I'm going to make the 100th episode. Got a huge storm in NoCal. Yeah, no, next week. Tomorrow is 99, so the next week would have been episode 100. So, yeah, I don't count them as hard to watch. It's a patty lock, which I don't know what that is. We drink every time a Pokemon dies. Huh. Well, I haven't really been drinking like that. Even though I say that very recently, I got into the little expensive booze that I have out of stress. Like I said, work stresses me out. This corpo shit stresses me the fuck out. Sheesh, I don't know what to do about this. And I don't have a way of seeing the battery life either. It just keeps dying. Yeesh. I'm glad it's not right in the middle of a fucking stream. Guess it's going to be shortly a VW casual for a little bit while it's charges. But you know what? I have it. It's one already. Holy smokes. But it's been a while since I just... St. Patrick's Day. It's like a St. Patrick's Day thing. I see. I forget. I don't pay attention to holidays. I don't know if it's raised being Jehovah's Witnesses or what. I'll be forgetting. Oh yeah, St. Patrick's Day and Easter and all this other stuff. Easter I kind of remember because of Passover and that's like a thing. But like I forget a lot of them. Like it's Valentine's Day today. Okay, cool. And just keep moving. I'd rather DoorDash than work corporate. I've thought about it. My car's not quite where I would want it to be. And I've done that before. Well, not necessarily in lieu of a job, but I've done it as a side hustle. Like right when the pandemic started, and they cut a lot of our hours, and they were cutting hours. They rolled back our pay. And so I'm like, man, I got to make some of this money back. So I started doing DoorDash and Postmates at the time before they rolled into Uber Eats. I did that a good couple months. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a modded version of Pokemon Fire Red that's 10 times harder. That's all we need is modded shit that's 10 times harder. Yeah, I did. Are you doing the DoorDash thing? No disrespect, no shame in it. I'm a greedy motherfucker keeping DoorDash alive, knowing I need to stop. But man, I've thought about it. But then, like I said, I see crazy shit happening at these restaurants, man. I don't know. I think about the crazy. I just think that the world, it's fucking nuts, man. And I don't know. But yeah, the corporate shit is so sucker. The corporate shit, man. I talked about it a few weeks ago. I had to go into the office. There's definitely something about the corporate world that is encouraging feminine and non-confrontational, non-dangerous male behavior. Not saying men should be dangerous or whatever, but like men who don't want to present that they could ever be dangerous. This soyification. I hate to use that word, but there's no other real phrase I can think of men. This feminizing of men that's implicit, that's not like encouraged, or this forming of men and women, right? Because I'm a fat fuck. There's a lot of fat fucks there, men and women. So there's like, or masculinizing of women. They really, and it's not like overt. It's hard to put in the words. I just think it's the way the corporate structure works. I'm in the Houston area, guy. I don't know how it goes in Austin. General admission for Nemophilia is only $21. When do they come to Houston? I might check it out just on the off the strength. And you got to soften your image. That's what it is. You really do have to soften your image. That's a real thing. I'm okay because I look all jolly and harmless. And like I said, you can be misshapen. They don't mind you when you get a C-shaped back and you got a lot of weight on you, or is if you have these skinny guys, tight, skinny ties, glasses, it's like you can tell they have a repressedness to their masculinity, even if they're straight. Houston crazy. It's supposed. Listen, I say I'm in Houston. I'm right outside Houston. I can touch the actual Houston city limits. But I'm not. I don't see personally crazy stuff. But when I watch the news, or I say watch the news, watch the little news channel on YouTube, it seems like there's always something going on. I can see Austin getting crazy. Austin, it seems like there's a lot of stuff going on too. But I mean, that's a lot of cities too, Oh, it's March 14th. That's too soon. It's only $21. I gotta see. I'll check. Where are they playing? Probably playing downtown somewhere. Focus more on my intelligence and physical strength personally in the conflict. Man, that's well and good, man. You need both. Listen, let's keep it a thou wow though. Let's keep it. Here's why you need physical. You need physical skill, not necessarily strength. You got to run. If there's a conflict, I don't care how hard you is. I don't care who you is. The smart thing is to avoid and run. You're not totally off base by trying to use your mind, trying to mitigate it. That's the smart thing to do. That we're talking about real life safety. We're not doing. I know I'm from Detroit, but I'm not giving y'all Detroit herbal safety training. If you are in a conflict, smartest thing to do is de-escalate. If you cannot de-escalate, the next smartest thing to do is to get out of that area and not have to be with any potential assailants. So as far as but you still got to be in shape though, because if you do got to break out and run, or what if you do get cornered, you do got to fight. So you got to be in shape though. But using your mind is a smart thing, man. You got to mitigate it. Let's be real. We're all adults now. High school, you could just, I'll get in a fight. Nah, man, that was 20 years ago, bro. Fuck, I look like boxing. I saw Creed 3. I'm not about to box nobody. You fucking crazy? And shit, I talked about the Sean Kim situation. I've been thinking about grabbing a pistol, but then I'm like, I'm a 2A guy. But I don't want to be gun nut. And then you think, well, would it cause a confrontation? I don't know. But it's like, you're in Texas. You got the right. You'd be foolish not to at least grab it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I already got shotgun. But yeah, you're right to start off with your mind, man. Everyone wants to be hard. Yeah, mitigate, de-escalate, sprint, flee, corner, defend yourself at all costs. That's the way. And if you are to defend yourself at all costs, grab a weapon, man. It's reality. One, so your person doesn't get it, even though that can backfire if you're not adept. But that's why, man. But yeah, the first two are the main two. And any real trainer who knows anything, like real life self-defense trainer, is gonna tell you, get the fuck out of there. Best way to train is wind sprints, my guy. Get the fuck out of there. Michiganders, yeah, man. Because it gets weird, man. Not just, people know Detroit, but even because you lived in the, middle of Michigan. We're damn near Ohio. There's some weird motherfuckers, man. I know it's weird motherfuckers everywhere. I've traveled everywhere. I went to the Carolinas, now I'm in Texas. But there's something like a non-rat rightness about some of the Michiganders. Yeah, we are not Michiganite or Michiganer. But yeah, Michigander. I don't know why. I didn't come up with it, but yeah, it's Michigander. But yeah, there's some like there's some motherfuckers in Michigan who don't give a shit. Or like ready to die like Biggie in his prime. Like they don't give a fuck. And that's scary, man. I know it's motherfuckers like that everywhere. I've heard about New York having motherfuckers like that. I've heard about LA, Chicago, obviously. But I mean, like I said, it ain't got to be even in the cities. You could just be in the middle of nowhere and it just be front kid and his eyes ain't right. Just, he don't give a fuck. You're like, why? The give a fuck part of his brain didn't develop. Scary place. It can be a scary place anywhere. You be at a country bar, a hood bar, anywhere. California gander. Californian. Viva Californication. I never saw that show. Heard it was good, Californication. With old Mulder, Fox Mulder, aka David Duchovny. Yeah. The world's getting crazy though, man. Like I said, this wasn't an accident. It was great. They are the true crazy ones. Yeah. Like I said, it's just people there just don't care and just lost it. It just is what it is. I don't know what it is about that place. The best bits on SNL was the Californians. Old SNL was the Californians. Good stuff. Don't know if I remember that. Viva Californication, man. Viva Californication. Still just waiting for this controller to charge a little. I don't know how much life I'm gonna get. I have like the dock for my PS4 controller. That's what I'm using. Ooh, shit, a little hot. Wanna burn? I might burn myself down. Hell of a way to die. Set yourself on fire smoking weed on the stream. Had all different Cali accents and cultures. What's the North? What I know that I don't really know any of the accents. Let me be honest. I do kind of know the Bay Area accent. But what's the the other North Cal accent? I don't really know that. I don't know about Cali. I've only flown through there. I've never really been to Cali. It's a video. Guess, let me see. Might have time to check it out. Hold on a second. Okay, I guess I gotta wait till this ad ends. What is this trash? You'll get nuked? Okay. All right, I won't play it. I won't play. I don't want to get nuked. I got enough issues. And hell, Kai's on. So if you don't want to watch me, watch Kai. He was here earlier. So I won't play it. Thank you. Thank you for that warning. Got enough problems in this world. How's everybody going with their lives? I don't really ask, but I'm how's everybody doing? I was thinking about that mental as I was but you put it best over a year back, Mario 64 in a bag of weed. Yeah. I think it was an emulator in a bag of weed, whatever it was. I mean, because a lot of relationships are not most of my relationships have not been better than Mario 64 in a bag of weed. I would say, I don't want to go harsh and say none of them. I'm not, because there's some relationships, even though it wasn't perfect, you learn something from it. It's like, man, I can't take that experience away from my life. Pearhead could be worse. That's good, man. That's good. And I know a lot of people are struggling, but not everyone's struggling. Some people are in a cool place. Papa Cotton says 100. Maybe saying 100 to that. A bag of weed in a video game, man. A lot of girls can't hang with that. Fuck all this. There's so much shit talking in this manosphere bullshit. There's a new guy every day telling you how to be an alpha male. Fuck all that shit, man. All that shit can suck two dicks. As it boils down to it, man, you got to find happiness. And if somebody in your life is not providing that, like I said, a bag of, for me, it's a bag of weed in a video game. For you, it may be a bag of weed in a movie. Whatever it is, don't shit on the simplicity of life. Don't shit on the simple things. If you made, more than 30,000 last year, 35,000, whatever it is, you guys can look up the internet, whatever the number is. You're one of the richest people on earth. And I know cost of living, I know inflation, I know, trust me. Every time I go to these fucking grocery stores. But seriously, you're one of the richest people on earth. If you have $30,000, if you made $30,000 last year, because globally, most people don't make that much. Globally, a lot of people live in fucking squalor, so it's a blessing to even wake up and be in as much as they try to shit on the West, and there's a lot to criticize about the West. Lord knows I've done it, and just continue to do it. It's a blessing at the same time. And yeah, depending on the game, some girls can't compete. You can't. You just can't. Lost a girlfriend with a Gran Turismo. It is what it is. If she loved you, she would support your Gran Turismo habit. $25K. Oh. Sorry, man. $25K to be a maintenance guy? Sorry if I didn't mean to dox you. I didn't mean to dox you. Just clip. Sorry, man. Sorry about that. I apologize. You're getting ripped off, man. Unless you're doing something different now. Because it's been a minute. But you're getting ripped off. And I apologize. It's just like, man, because that's just hard. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's cool. But still. That's cool. You got cheap rent. I don't know if that's like a thing. Like, okay, we can pay you less if we don't charge that much for rent. But it still makes it, I don't know if you rent, because I had my stepdad was a maintenance guy. So I don't know if it's a situation where they consider that part of the payment, but it also keeps you at the place. But hey, you don't need much minimalism. I sit in this room. I got the studio equipment, right? I got all this fucking studio equipment. And that part of me thinks, man, I sell everything I fucking own and live like a nomad, man. That van life shit, sometimes I think about it, man, just like, just to do the van life thing. Or, I've thought about leaving the West. I hate that the passport bros have thought with their dick and just fucked up everything, literally. But I'm like, oh, man, it'd be cool to just, go to travel and live in some of these other countries. Maybe running behind on other projects. Got to take life one day at a time. No worries, man. I'm the same, man. I got creative projects that I'm like pissed that I'm not further along with. Pissed at myself. But all you can take is one day at a time. Just one human being doing the best you can. There's no shame in that. No shame. I'm about to pack a bowl as I run away from my mic. Not sure you guys can hear me or if you can even hear me at all. Ready? I am back. I'm back. Professor Peace has the best advice. Clean your room. That is pretty good advice. Cleaning your room. Not a big Peterson guy, but I'm not gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater. Or any guy, I never want to do that. I never want to throw the baby out with the bathwater on someone. Because you never know what lessons you might be missing out on. I'm going to go ahead and give this controller a try. It may die on me, but so be it. So be it. Okay. Let's see. All right. Final Fantasy VII Remake. And we are already having issues. Already having technical issues. Isn't that great? Restart the game. Actually, no, let me see if it'll... Okay, it's working. I'm about to go ham, so to speak. You can't still say go ham. I feel like they do not. And as well, they probably shouldn't. It was stupid back then. Alrighty. Yes, we will resume. I'm going to kind of sweep the city, see if there's anything interesting to do, and if not, go ahead and continue with the story. And thank you for joining me on these streams. These are very fun, therapeutic, cool streams for me. Oh yeah, he tried to extort this old man. Yeah. There are some cool things, because this does have a little more darkness than the original. In my opinion, the want to go about self-help is to take something, or the way to go about self-help is to take something from every one of the gurus. Yeah, but take what you need, not everything you need. Sometimes they have unhelpful shit too, because you also got to remember the whole self-help thing is still business. So some of that stuff is unhelpful. I find success does require a little bit of delusion, right? But I do find that a lot of those self-helps, not Peterson though, not Peterson. I'm not saying this about Peterson, but we're just talking about self-help in general. It leads you to some level of delusion, which again may be required to be successful.
I've done it. I've developed a new material.
I don't need this. Damn it. Self-help work for you? Self-help is the ultimate gift? Dope. I think self-improvement is important. And yeah, some self-help stuff is help. But I do worry about some of the guruification. And if you haven't noticed, I have a pattern of questioning people's motives. And questioning whether or not people are genuine. I question things, man. I have a habit of not necessarily always taking things at face value, sometimes to a detriment. To a great detriment. And man, like there's some self-help gurus who I found, and there's value in what they're saying, but there's something grifty. Like, you guys ever came across Eckhart Tolle? It's a prime example of a guy I'm talking about. His whole thing is living in now. You know what I mean? And then there's something to it, right? But he can get a little creepy and a little, nonsensical and not really, doesn't really have all the answers, but makes you think that he does, sort of thing. But the idea of living in the now is, okay, all you have is the continuous now, right? The past, no matter how, I think it can't be helpful for getting rid of the past. It's not having the past be this overgrowth in your brain and in your life. But the idea that anything that happened in the past, anything you worry about the future, it's not actually what happened. All you have is what you have right now. So if let's say I'm worried about work tomorrow and worried about today work. Oh man, I had a hard day at work, and I got to get back to work tomorrow. I don't have that right now. I'm playing this. I'm talking to y'all. That's what I have. That's what it is right now. And so the idea of being more focused, being more present, because that's a big thing. Preachers being more present. This stuff is beneficial. But after you get past that, you say, oh, there's some grifty stuff here. There's some weird stuff here. And so that's the key for you, regardless of what you're talking about, is to know how to separate that fat. If you know how to separate that fat, once you can attune that, I think you can, because I'm trying to be in a self-improvement business not in the business of it as far as it, but I'm in the business of improving myself, and I think this is the way that I get yelled at every time I go. But I gotta make a better version of me. I got a lot of plans and goals and wants and shit like that. So, I get it. But there is like I said, you gotta separate the fat. You gotta remember this is also like I've said about a lot of things. They are businesses. No shame in that, No shame in earning a dollar. No shame in the value for time, for research, for whatever, to present a concept. Self-help work for you? Okay, cool. Wes said $15 CDs, not bad. Yeah, I was huge into the self-help podcast, self-help shit. I still, have some of it. I probably wants to get back into it. But, like I said, there's going to be some grifty stuff. Discord call to catch up. I want to stick around. Don't catch the streams as often as I used to. Got to hop back to work. Hey, get back to work. Feel free to watch the playbacks if you get time. Let me see. I guess my concluding note: adopting some Buddhist views helped me find peace. I don't want to totally. I know. I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert on Eastern philosophy, and that's the thing. I don't want to get. I still do believe in I believe in the Christ. I do believe that the Christ walked the earth, and I do believe the Bible is God's word. I do. I don't have the understanding that I wish I could did. I'd be lying to you if. I'll be telling you a bold-faced lie if I didn't read stuff and say, okay, I just don't understand this. And I don't trust religion. I don't trust the church. We know how the church has been corrupted. But I say all that to say, man, so much in the world is spiritual at a level that we don't necessarily give credit to. What is this? What is here? Is it gonna? Okay. But what I mean is, so it's like, it's not that I'm, because people say, oh, it's not, it's not going to be against Christianity. No, it's not against this everyone love everyone church. It's not really Christianity. So I only say that there's certain things that you wouldn't think that lead to spiritual things that do. For instance, yoga, right? Yoga, I don't give. Yoga's not exercise, guys. And yogi practitioners out of the, the East, so to speak, they don't necessarily appreciate the exercisification, if that's a word, of yoga that made yoga in the West a physical thing, because there's a spiritual practice to it. And man, when I did yoga, I had some really weird spiritual experiences dealing with it. And I had a chick, bro, I had this yoga instructor try to open my third eye without my permission. I knew what the fuck the third eye is. Like, bitch, you're not gonna open that. You might open me up to spirits. You open me up to the spirit world when you do that. I knew that. I had enough knowledge about that. I'm not an esoteric expert, but I know what the fuck that is. You're not about to just do that to me. She was a cute chick. So I'm thinking, how many third eyes is this cute bitch putting her little cooter in the face to distract you while she does it? And she had a little demonic look to it. And nobody would think, if you didn't know and you were like, oh, this is a cute chick, a little ass in my face, you messing with my face, this is dope. But I'm like, oh, you think you messing with my third eye? Oh yeah, I was trying to open it. Bitch, don't open my third eye. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I get they suppress the pineal gland with the fluoride and shit. But man, you're not supposed to, that motherfucker's not just supposed to be wide open. We're in this reality for a reason. We will be in the spirit world one day. We all leave, but you ain't supposed to just fuck with the spirit world. You know what I mean? There's a reason, people, and I don't see anything else in the city. Somebody's going. There's a reason when people fuck with ayahuasca or anything like that. It's like it's a whole thing. So I don't know. I'm rambling. I never said. I didn't say anyone say self-help didn't work. I never said. I hope I didn't imply that you said that, man. And I caught some of your comments. I tried to, at least. There's one quote I love. He is anxious living in the future. He is depressed living in the past. But he is present. It's to be at peace with yourself. That's pretty good. Hell, Zax. I don't take the religious view of Buddhism, just some of the ideas from mindfulness, impact on one's surroundings. That's smart to do.
Yeah,
that's smart to do.
That's enough for one day.
So God bless you. Okay, or your brown eye. Ugh. Like I said, she was cute. Never mind. I'm about to say something embarrassing.
I've been worried sick. Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna skip this shit. Is this sneak out, which was annoying and hard in the original game? I think it's even harder in this game unnecessarily. Yep, gotta sneak out this stupid scene. Please don't be difficult this time. You gotta sneak out the house, and then this bitch joins you any goddamn way, which makes you sneaking out the house fucking pointless. The mean Karen ass mom. Stupid. If this game, look at this shit. What the fuck? Oh. This might be a short stream. If this is super annoying, like I remember this to be, I swear on everything I love, I'm not about to play this. Because this shit, if I remember correctly, maybe want to throw the fucking controller in the fucking, just through the wall. I don't even know what I hit just then. I think it was some shit on the floor. Oh, this thing. So you gotta not touch. Oh my God. Whoever designed this game, you deserve to get punched square in the dick. This is not gameplay, guy. This is me trying to glitch through some bullshit. Oh my God. Guys, this may be the end of the stream. This is the only attempt I'm doing because I ain't got the patience tonight. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to do this off stream. Fuck. Y'all don't understand. I can't touch anything. That's the goal. So look at this. Look at this shit. Shit. Like I said, they do one piece of bullshit. I may have to. Oh, don't do this to me. Oh my God, stop. Just one stitch of this bullshit. It's nonsense. Shit. Oh shit, I can't see. Okay. Shit. It's absolute nonsense. It puts this old junky bitch. I think am I this old junky hoe. Shit. Oh, junky bitch. Why don't you clean your shit up? You musty hoe.
So, how do I get to Sector 7?
It's simple enough. Just cut through Sector 6. It isn't
You're
exactly
stuck. I don't get it.
safe,
So,
but you should be okay,
here's the
seeing as
thing.
you're a
If
soldier.
I would have bumped in any piece of trash,
You'll never talk to Aerith again.
every single... Oh, shut up, you hoe.
You got it.
Thank you.
And I was intending not talking to this hoe. Fuck this bitch. Oh, trap queen. But so if I would have bumped into any of those pieces of trash, I'd have to restart. And I have to keep restarting and keep restarting. So I have to do this thing. So if I just did this, restart. So I know y'all didn't probably get it because I played through this game. I already beat this game. And so as I forgot it because, you know, it was 2020 when I beat it. But like, that was a frustrating part the first time I played this through. And so if this is going to be this mind-numbingly frustrating, stupid part of the game where every single time I bump into one of these stupidly placed pieces of trash where you have got this major fucking massive sword and there's like no space. So if I bump into I got to restart. So I had to kind of glitch my way through it. It's stupid.
Give my thanks to Aerith, too.
Sure.
It's absolute stupidity, man. And it's annoying. But luckily, I think just sheer force of will, I was able to get through it. Because like I said, man, it's just pure annoying. An original game is not as hard. An original game is easy to sneak by Aerith. But in this game, it's much more difficult and much more, like, you know, that's why I was moving so crazy and so slowly and so weirdly. So here's this whore. Now, how did she get there, by the way?
Well, look who it is. Talk about a coincidence.
What are you doing here?
Waiting.
Why?
Because I'm not sick of you yet.
Oh, she's so annoying. See, this bitch is not over a bag of weed and an emulator. If you say, hey, you can have Aerith the Real Light or a bag of weed, that bag of weed's winning every fucking time, man. And I liked Aerith in the original game. And this shit, this bitch just drives me nuts, like just obnoxious. Most of the characters in this game are obnoxious. Cloud actually is one of the better ones. But this bitch right here. So, like, what was the point of that? There wasn't a point of that. Oh no, I was going the right way. There wasn't a point of it. It was just a waste of time. It was just a set piece from the original game.
They're still working on the new plan.
And this is supposed to be their bonding
I don't like this part.
because it was in the original
Back when they
game.
were still building Midgar, there was an accident and the plate fell. People had only just started moving in, so there weren't a lot living there at the time. But
And that's?
the underside of Sector 6, Wall Market, a real special place. But I'm sure you already knew that, right?
I didn't tell you? I enlisted pretty much right after I left home. Don't know much about this place, or any of the slums.
Well, it took a lot of people to build Midgar, and they all needed to blow off steam.
Okay, man. If anyone doesn't want me to skip these story parts, y'all let me know. There's nothing. See, maybe now I don't even know what the fuck happened. What's over here? Everything cool? That's the way I came. Bitch, don't be sneaking up on me like that. Let's actually, let me see. Which way did I came? I came from this way. This is the shortcut. What's up here? That's near 5. Oh. Where did I come from? That way. So now I don't know where the fuck it came from. Oh, fuck. Fuck it, I'll go this way. You win. I've talked about the criticism I have of this fucking game. It's very easy to get lost because it's just everything looks the same. And even though they give you a map, they don't tell you which way you came from, and it makes you like, okay. You turn around and all of a sudden, especially in these fucking battles, you're like, okay, which way did I come in from? We're back. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. I don't know when the fuck this sequel's supposed to come out. Somebody asked about some of the fighting game sequels like Street Fighter and Tekken and shit. Did the little part with the little slide already happen?
It's been like this, you know, ever since the plate fell.
And there's no other way?
It'll be an adventure.
Yeah, skip the story shit, yeah. I don't think it's as good as the first one. And I know when I say the first one, going back to the 97 original PS1 game, I still like more than this. A lot more. Like I said, some of these characters, man. Some of the writing for these characters, man, is just not good. This bitch has got constipation issues.
How shocking. I can help too.
Probably easier with her. She's a useful character, though. I mean, all the characters are pretty useful, to be honest. To be honest, they all have some usefulness to them.
I'll protect you.
I'm pretty good at protecting myself, you know.
Shut up. Here you go with the little feminist shit. She's good at protecting yourself. The whole reason I'm even in her world is because the feds went after her, and I was there to keep the feds from fucking with her. But here, let's make sure, you know, they know she's a strong woman. She don't need no man. Even though we all know, well, I can say we all know, most people don't know, right? But if you follow this channel, you follow some of the old episodes of the Culture Crime Fighters, me and Matt broke down an interview from an old feminist, former feminist writer of Cosmopolitan, who admits feminism was just something to sell girls makeup. They would make up stories, speaking of makeup, they would make up stories of all these wild sexual escapades and do all these things to try to well, the end goal was to make women more insecure, to make women more sexually promiscuous, all for the goal of selling them more cosmetics. I remember these parts. Sometimes that's used as cannon fodder. Let's be. Oh, okay, I'm doing another money with airlines. Okay. How come?
Here's an idea. I'll hop
Okay.
on and you give me a ride.
Repeal the 19th. I didn't want to say go that far.
I'll throw down the ladder for you to climb up after.
I ain't trying to, you know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, appeal on the 19th. That's a, you know, as much as you say that, that's a bit extreme, right? What do you guys think will happen in the? I mean, we'll never get the 19th repeal, right? Would that be better?
What did I tell ya?
Because I mean, there's something not right about half of the world's or half of the population not voting. You know, also I'm also a person who wonders how much voting is even relevant, right? The powers that be are going to do what they're going to do. Okay. I don't want to be such a. I don't think this is that long part. Like I said, this bitch would not win out over a bag of weed or an emulator. This is.
Did we wake it up?
And she's a, you know, cute little model or whatever. I think a lot of these people are modeled after real people, if I remember correctly. And I feel like the girl who actually does her voice is not a bad looking girl, but it's just like the character's so obnoxious, man. Holy smokes. And so assured in her non-charisma. That's what makes her annoying to me. The assuredness in which she is so, ooh, let's set this hole on fire. No, but just how she's just so confident that she's likable, and that she's just annoying, and just like, that was not the character that I liked in '97, man. Nothing about you. This reminds you of Final Fantasy. Well, here's the thing. The truth is, here's the truth. Even though the guy worked on the original Final Fantasy VII, this was directed by the Kingdom Hearts guy. Jeez. So this is really, oh, she's dead.
Stay right there.
Actually,
You okay?
I'm not awake now.
so like this is really Kingdom Hearts, is what I'm saying. As far as the way that a lot of this goes, the confusingness of the story, the way the combat system is an evolved version of the Kingdom Hearts combat system.
Too bright? Oh, that's weird. There used to be a way through here.
Yeah. Have you never played this remake Integrate? I know I'm sounding pretty negative. You know what though? I couldn't recommend it. If you're a fan of the original, I don't know that you'll like this.
I wonder if someone blocked it off because of all the monsters that kept showing up.
Hey, you know, I've started seeing the repeal to 19. I ain't trying to make you feel bad. I don't know that it would matter at this point. Said you don't vote for a woman.
Be a compliment?
I'm not trying to be that guy. I feel similar, man. And I gave y'all a chance. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all a chance. I'm going off the result we got. That's why I'm not, you know. They get these Republicans to run the speed limit. They'll toss a what's that hoe in Arizona? And she probably would have been a better option than the other hoe that got quote unquote picked, Carrie Lake. But this hoe showed up and they just oh man. I mean, she might be better than like I said, the other hoe they picked. But still, like I feel like men are more adept for leadership. That's not to say I never had any female supervisors that were good or no male supervisors that were bad. This is not true. There's plenty of shitty male supervisors. Plenty of shitty leadership that are men. I mean, look at our current president, right? That's not what I'm saying. If you want to be honest, look at the past, all of them except Kennedy, including the Orange Man. But I just don't, you know, y'all haven't had a good showing.
Get back.
I can fight too, you know.
I mean, some people will talk positively about Margaret Thatcher. I'm not a Brit. You guys are gonna tell me. Some people talk negatively about it too. At the same time, though, you know what I'm saying?
Don't overdo it.
I'm coming.
And there's something to be said, you know, most politicians are unlikable in general, yeah. But man, we have more women in politics than ever, and we also have the laws we've been talking about every fucking stream. We opened up with the I know that's Gavin Newsom. He's a nuisance. We talked about the California laws, and it's now really a national thing because there's a lot of places that have these crazy laws about basically decriminalizing shoplifting. And look how dangerous you made cities by decriminalizing crime. And this is over, you know, we have the most women. Look at what we've done to these school systems. You know, who runs, we talk about what's going on with these school systems and some of the craziness that they're putting towards kids. The fact that these kids are not learning a goddamn thing in these schools. They don't have functional curriculums, and everything's just agenda. Well, who the fuck runs the school system? Who are most of the teachers between kindergarten and 8th grade? Who are the people in this curriculum? Who are the people I'm constantly seeing on Instagram and TikTok and whatnot saying my children, and the parents don't know? The parents shouldn't make decisions in the education process. I have a master's degree. They're women. Almost unerringly women. Man, it just is what the fuck it is. Ain't nobody trying to be that guy. I'm not trying to be asshole, man. It is what it is. And Papa Cotton. That's what kills me about the whole feminism shit. They all try to act like a sisterhood. Have you ever met anyone who hates a woman more than another woman? Has anyone? Is there anyone more misogynistic towards women than other motherfucking women? If you can find somebody, let me know.
Hey, I bet you can grab that container with the arm.
Let me know. You guys hit the nail on the head. That was Papa Cotton said that. He also said women's suffrage. He believes Hillary would have been much worse. I don't disagree. Is the 19th hold off? Oh, you talking about what the 19th? Yeah, the 19th is women's suffrage. I see. AZ is a clusterfuck. We'd be fucked either way. Yeah. Like, you know, okay, this hoe might be a little bit better than the other hoe, but I mean, I'm telling you, man, men do tend to let the small stuff go because we have to. We have to, man. We ain't got a choice. Because we got to fucking survive. Women used to think about survival back in the days. You talk about the women of the 50s, 40s, and beyond. They had to think about survival. These hoes today, they take survival for granted. See, our grandmother's generation on back, they didn't take survival for granted. So you know, a lot of them wouldn't sweat the small stuff. You grew up in the 40s, 30s, 20s, 10s, 1800s. You ain't had time to be so pressed over everything because motherfuckers were dying, going to war. It was always something. So those older generation of women, they not, you know, women are women, but this generation takes so much for granted. And a lot of men do too. You know what I mean? But we're talking about we're not trying to be Mr. Fair. We're just calling it what it is. What it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Tom. Ready?
Oops. Okay, ho. But it's just the last generation of women. What am I doing? What am I doing? I forgot what to do. I totally forgot what to do. What this hoe was trying to get me to do. I may have to restart it. Can I set this container down? And then let me see. I know what to do now. I'm sorry. Blow up a reactor. You know, I think I'm done blowing up reactors for the rest of the game. I remember what to do, I think. Stay out of the cities. That's America now, man. You gotta stay out these cities. But I mean, listen, if you think it's gonna be a free ride because you're in the suburbs or exurbs, man, the smoke is coming for you too. Some of the smoke's already there in some of these rural areas. Let's be honest. I talk about, you know, meth's a hell of a drug. Let's just call a spade a spade. There's some.
Hold on a second.
I dropped your whole ass off over here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think staying out of the cities is the way. But like I said, man, you still gotta watch the rural areas, man. It's areas of Idaho that's crazy liberal, and that whole area is this whole state's rural, man. Places in Utah, all these supposedly conservative places that have a lot of liberalism is hit there, man. A lot of liberal spaces. Hold on a second. Is that my alarm going off? I thought, shit, I hope if I need batteries in my shit, I may have to pause because my dog will go crazy. I think I do. I think I need batteries in my smoke alarm. I think I have them.
Over here.
Ho, do not rush a pimp or tell a pimp what to do or when to do it. Thought I told you that before. I had some of those lefty wackadoos in my own backyard. Oh yeah, you told literally when Papa Cotton says his own backyard, he means that quite literally. They moved away, but not when I started the progressive shit. That shit's everywhere, man.
Well, jumping's not an option.
If you think, man, I keep saying this ain't no free lunches. There's some skills you're gonna have to learn how to deal with.
Need a campfire.
They found a way down. So can we.
So like, you know, you're not. There's no running away from it, man. There's gonna be some of this lefty shit is gonna be everywhere, man. They have the cultural, you know, part of the reason that the quote unquote culture war was so left heavy is because they have all the cultural milestones, all the cultural elements of society lean mostly left. So that they have a head start culturally in everything. And using the internet, that's allowed them to spread everywhere.
I'll show you what I can do.
They're not just in the cities anymore. And I say that because the truth is, as people start to move away from the cities,
Okay? You can do
they're gonna just push the same shit they're doing in these cities in some of these other areas. That's the long-term goal. Because, I mean, they really want us all into these, you know, mega cities, smart cities, right? But, mega city one. they're gonna get their fucking, or they're gonna at least attempt to get their wish. I don't want to aspire their evil plan success, because we're gonna figure something out, right? But that's what the fuck they're gonna try to do. What's this whole want? What are we doing? Is there something over here? It is where you're supposed to go. Where the fuck did that come from? This is where I came from. Okay. This program, they have all the media. Yeah. So, you know, you stay out of cities for now, but eventually, that shit's gonna be right at that fucking front door, man. No matter where you are. So, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do for right now. And, you know, if you think these cities just...
Not too fast, okay?
Oh. But you think these cities were all just one day, just man, these poorly ran cities? Nah, man, this was by design, guy. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't happenstance. You know what I'm saying? Man, I feel you, Papa Cotton. I always thought when I was watching, again, back to the conspiracy theory shit, I'm like, man, I'll be long gone before they hit with all that shit. But with the past 3 years, the way they was able to accelerate shit, who knows, man? I fear that, we're within the next 5 or 10 years away from them really Agenda 2030. That's supposed, that's what it says. That's 7 years from now. Less than 6 years and 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So, still warm. They were just here.
It's still warm.
Should we relight it? Have our own campfire?
So thirsty.
I need to get back. Besides,
Looky here, boys. Caught us some burglars. Coming into our homes and stealing our shit, doing crimes. I'd say we're owed compensatory damages.
Okay. I get it. The people who made this are Japanese. Anime, I get it. You know what? That's another thing I think this game...
Here goes.
This game is a post-anime game. Oh, these motherfuckers robbing me. No, I'm about to hit these motherfuckers with some evil... not some evil shit, but I'm gonna fuck these guys up.
You'll see.
Set these motherfuckers on fire. I'm trying to torture these motherfuckers. Fucking with me. Frying these motherfuckers. Give me my fucking money.
Okay, guys. Whatever you do, don't move. Don't look. Don't look.
Got 10, 15 minutes left of me at best. Oh, 10, 15. You talking about years? You might have more years than that. Who knows? But like I said, they moving quick, man. They moving quick. There's no guarantee who knows, man. Years, okay. I got that wrong at first. Oh, let's see. That's where I came from. I'm stupid. That's what happens in the shit disorients you. But like I said, it may not take them 10 or 15 years. They seem to be zooming, man. Shut up. Zooming to that World Economic Forum Agenda 2030 dream. And I don't know how to stop it. The power they have over the media.
You guys, don't leave me. I'm coming.
That's the real power. Because the media determines what's quote unquote relevant. Let's take
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Did you have any soldier friends? Any war buddies?
no. Not really.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a story. I don't know if you guys heard about Chael Sonnen talking about he has the same steroid supplier as LeBron James, and that LeBron James is on EPO. So now Chael Sonnen is known to talk his shit. Let's keep it a buck. Chael Sonnen is known to exaggerate and just that's Chael, Uncle Chael, quote unquote. So how serious he was when he said it, I don't know. Because I'm thinking like, well, what plug operates that way? Yeah, that was our first thought. Who the fuck tells you, oh yeah, you know I sell you steroids, bro? You know who else I'll be selling steroids to? Fucking LeBron James. Like, who tells you that? The only way it could be is if it's through a clinic, maybe. And maybe it's prescription shit. So, I mean, it could be a fake story, but it was said. Fake or real, Chael's son and alleged. He's a UFC guy. He's a legend. He gets his stuff from the same former UFC guy. He hasn't fought in some years, but he's alleging, hey, I get my shit from LeBron James's guy. That was what he fucking said, and it's a story that you would think would get more media coverage than it's actually getting. But it's not, you know what I'm saying? Because the media doesn't want to talk about it for whatever reason. That their, thoughts are maybe LeBron's just so clicked up with the media, and we've heard about Clutch Sports, his management company, and the power they have in the media, and we know that LeBron's ultimately backed by Nike. So these are the thoughts of why that story might be getting, not the coverage you would think, just the allegation. Even if it was to say, you know what, I don't buy it, which of course, how I think about athletes. I think everybody's juicing. But you would think, even if the idea was, hey, we don't want to, acknowledge this story, or we don't want this story to get out there or to be thought of as valid, you would still think they would at least talk about it to discredit it. But it's to such a point where there's no one talking about it. And this guy works for ESPN, as a matter of fact. Maybe, who knows, maybe he won't after this. But you would, again, just think it would be a bigger story. But the media, and there's a lot of people interested in it on the internet, but the media says no, we're not going to talk about it, and thus the story's dead. It is not what the people want. They've chosen for the story to receive less coverage, and thus it receives less coverage. The end.
Stay strong and carry on.
You could live to 90, Papa. You never know. You said you'd be surprised you make it to 70. Oh, man. Dark.
You jittery?
Let's go.
Very dark. Now I forgot what the fuck I was doing. She just slid through me. That's nice in physics.
I think I saw a control panel up above.
Okay, ho. Real surprised we'll make it to 70. We'll see. I don't know. I'm hoping to make it quite a few years. If this world gets this crazy, who knows, man? Who the cluck knows?
Always out of reach. Okay, Cloud, calm down. You're in charge of the arm. Got it?
Oh, really? I'm glad we haven't done this like 2 or 3 times. Shut up, you hoe. Oh, there's 2 arms. All these fucking mini games, man. All these fucking mini games.
Cloud!
Ho. I see you. Okay. Good. Okay. That's this music or this sound. I thought it was my fucking alarm or something. And boy, I think maybe I was a Freudian slip when I said you got 10 minutes left. 'Cause I don't know how much longer I got this silly game.
Gotcha.
Do I hand this bitch off to the other hand? I guess that ain't it. Oh, shit. Can I smash this bitch with this? See, this is how you know this isn't an RPG. So this bitch, like as I said, has been annoying the shit out of me. I want to drop this container on her. See how cocky she is? She don't think I'm capable of dropping this fucking container on her. I'm trying to see if I can squash her with the robot hand. Oh, come on! Let me drop this fucking... Fuck her! Come on, you telling me this is old equipment don't just break down? Whoops. Oh, shit, the arm broke. I don't know what happened to this bitch. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. Forever. For my entire life. Since I was 1 year old, Wes. How long have I been moving this thing? Feels like this is like the 15th one. It feels like that's all I do. Must be union, right? Can't murder this bitch. It's non-union. I just knew I was about to smash this. And I ain't talking about, I just knew it was, oh yeah, she smashed this bitch with a fucking container. Fuck her. All the shit she's been talking. Oh, I could do that though. At least I gave her some smoke. Stupid bitch. Somebody's gonna watch this like, you're a fucking misogynist. What's wrong with you? Can I hand off? No. Why can't I just switch hands and just hand this hoe off to the other hand? Okay. Yeah, it feels like I've been moving this since motherfucking since the Beastie Boys was out, man. I feel like I've been moving this bitch. Let's see if I can get into this YouTube studio. I just had a weird connection issue where just the connection just shot the bed. As much as I want to blame OBS, it just looks like my internet connection, even though I'm wired in. Yeah, apparently I got shit internet. I'm paying enough. You'd think it'd be better. Don't know what the fuck happened right here. Oh shit, I forgot to click on the OBS to start the game back. I thought about calling it. I'm like, oh man, if that's what happened, it just, you know. Sometimes I do have internet issues. I was going to call it, but it kicked back on. So we're trying to finish this shit. What was I doing with this shit? Oh, yeah, I was putting it back here. Kill this bitch. Okay, let me try something. I think I know. I think I need to stack this shit. Maybe I'm wrong. Move that container, right? There's somebody who really does it. Like, this is a job where you just work these big machines and move these fucking containers at the port. I know to stack the containers, you dumb fuck. That's what I was about to do. Fuck you. I had a fucking internet issue. I knew. Don't give me a hint, bitch. I knew to stat the fuck thing. That's what I just said. Fucking game. It's bullshit. Trace that. No shit. Do you have to make? Do I need more rails for this supposed fucking RPG? My God. The whole fucking game is on fucking rails. Fucking containers? Apparently not here. Because I can't load the containers. It took me a while to realize that after I realized all the shit that you couldn't do. And the only reason I could realize is you couldn't do some of this dumb shit that you should be able to do. Bitch, I know where you are. This game is about to get me is about to give me a stroke. Holy shit. Shut the fuck up, game. Shut the fuck up, game. Like Wes said, this bitch has a major princess complex that is killing me. And then this game has a, are you retarded? Are you special needs? Do you understand anything? Has it been more than 10 seconds? We'll give you a hint. This has been more than 10 seconds. Yet, I'm trying to smack you. But it's not letting me. Smash, bitch. Okay. Smack this bitch. Sheesh. You should stack the containers. After I just said I'm gonna stack the containers, as I'm in the process of stacking the containers, you should stack the containers. Bitch, what do you think I'm doing? Princess Peach had that clear. You know what was a raw princess? Fucking Zelda. At least Zelda was actually trying to help you as Sheik and shit. Zelda can actually throw hands. You know what I'm saying? Here's another thing unrealistic. In this game, in some of these fight scenes, Cloud jumps way higher than whatever that fucking length is. But he can't do this for some reason. It's just like, okay. So I got this arbitrary bullshit little thing because the game told me I need to do it. It's just stupid. This game is filled with a lot of artificial fluff, man. Because here's the truth about how this game was developed. The development of this game started back in the Telltale Games era, where there was still a lot of episodic gaming, and so they started this as a ideally episodic game, and then midway through they changed the I'm ready to slap you. I'm glad Cloud likes you. Cloud likes you because he can get some digital pussy. You're not gonna give me no ass. I don't have to deal with your shit. I'm ready to slice you into pieces because you're pissing me off. But back to the way this game was developed. And it's not official, but this is, as someone who's played shit now, but 40, 60 hours between two playthroughs of this game, I can, oh yeah, I'm setting these humans on fire. But after a while, they realized, okay, that's not the right wave, so we got to change this. And so what they did is, okay, we're going to change the story around to justify it. He was just sitting there paused. Okay, now he's fucked up. We're going to change the story to justify it. And we're going to fluff out the Midgar section and make that the whole game. And so as a result, this game that was probably supposed to be 10 hours became a 50-hour experience. And like I said, a lot of artificial fluff as a result. A lot of artificial fluff. Digital pussy. I'm not gonna get laid. Cloud may be able to get some ass, so he has to put up with you. And I'm not getting nothing out of it. Cloud might get them Birkin. Can I walk around? Oh my goodness! See,
Don't leave me hanging.
I want to see if it'll let me leave her hanging. Where's the term? Skin? What are we talking about? Like I said, Cloud can get him some ass. Give me some skin. This bitch wasn't talking about no high five. She talking about raw penis, man. So ain't got me fucked up. And it's supposed to be an endearing part of their story. There is no turn-based content. There is nothing RPG about this game. It's an on-rails action game.
How about we take a break?
Completely on rails.
No, I don't have time for
Up there looks nice.
She's looking for raw penis, my guy. Which you're probably smart not to give her because she probably has some itchy twat. Because she comes from the slums and was dope dealing. So you know she was selling pussy too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these hoes out here selling pussy. She was selling those flowers. She's just a flower girl. That's what they call her. So she might have some itchy twat, but she's looking for raw dick, my guy. That's what she's looking for. The job say raw dick and Hennessy. See? She wants some raw penis. Shadowrun returns, and Shadowrun Dragonfall has great turn-based content. Do you get to race the chocobo? I don't think you do get to race the chocobos in this one. You do in the original one.
what's weird about
Or lab before to get drug money. Could be. Now she wants the raw penis.
Huh? As who?
The first guy I ever loved.
Yeah. Which he did know because everything's Isler. I don't know why I'm watching this. Well, I guess I gotta watch because it is a story relevant of this scene because I think Tifa shows up as she's selling the pussy, trying to get more information. Of course, the stories. Oh, shit, this is. I am about to skip through it because some of the story shit pissing me off. They changed so much of the original story. Square does have a Octopath Traveler, and I think there's a sequel coming out that had a really good turn-based content. And Cloud's his strokes are just the weird. Like I said, they changed the story of this one from the original. Wow, she really wants this raw dick.
Want to get to Sector 7 in style? This is the passage.
Oh yeah, right. She's looking for some raw penis, my guy. She was trying to go over there and get fucked. And then trying to make it seem like she's not. But yeah, he has these things, and these things happen where the storyline are like fucking up, and it's just stupid.
And if I said I wasn't?
I'll go with you.
I thought you needed to get back.
Oh, he's all charmed. She's been charming, and he likes her.
Safer too.
Isn't she so charming? Oh. Okay. Is this section over?
Ready?
Yeah.
Look at that big ass braid. Ride that bitch like a pony, right? She just wants the wood.
Tifa?
Cloud, you're alive. I thought we'd lost you.
So this is the only reason I'm playing the story thing. So you can understand why I'm doing what I'm doing later.
But now I'm on my way to see Don Corneo. You should head back to Seventh Heaven. Meet up with the gang.
But
I'll be fine. You've seen how much ass I can kick?
Plus, she been selling the pussy, my guy. All these hoes are selling the pussy. Like Lil Flip said back in the day, Houston legend. I tried to told you that most girls really freaks, and this is how they gotta make their money every week.
Oh no, you
Them girls get down on the floor,
She's a big girl.
pimp.
She can handle the likes of her. And worse.
Shit's real, man.
You don't know Corneo. It doesn't matter how strong or smart you think you are. He'll find a way to
New
turn it
Sniz, Total Ho. All these girls, especially in this version, they just seem so hoish, man.
goons.
And in the OG one, Tifa fucks a couple of characters. She fucks Johnny, who they introduce in a little bit. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna go, but that's in canon that she fucks Johnny. This game's raining pussy, right?
Come on, Cloud. We gotta hurry.
Like a pimp. Like a pimp. Them girls get down on the floor, on the floor. Them girls get down on the floor, like a pimp. Shit, man. Here's some other things. Those are the big birds of the Chocobos. Where's Barrett
You gave a ride
and
to a
storyline hell? I'm like hours away from getting back with him.
No, and if you don't need a ride, then get the hell out of here. Can't you see
He
I'm
did help to
tired of
blow over reactors.
Can't say I can, no.
God, I can't skip.
What'd you say to me, you?
What's all the rubbish out here? I don't know you. What's your story?
We're looking for a girl who took one of your carriages. Can you help us find her?
Depends. What do you want with this girl?
Guess. We want to save...
Save her from a life without this handsome guy.
Huh?
So, that's how it is, huh? Well, I get a lot of customers. Hard to keep track of them all. This girl, what's she look like?
Well,
She's in great shape. Come on.
she's in great shape.
Is that really important?
Yeah, it's a descriptor.
You talking about Tifa?
See, he knew exactly who the fuck I was talking about. You're not a man. Shut up, ho.
Looks like someone's got a bit of a crush. Hate to break your heart, kid, but it's gonna be a long while before she sees the light of day again.
What do you mean?
She's a real pretty girl. Corneo's hosting another audition, and Tifa was chosen as a candidate.
An audition for what?
Audition to get
For the
pipe.
title of the next Mrs. Corneo. She's what likes all rolled into one sweet package.
You never found Nice and Around? I did find Nice and Around. If you don't know, in the original game,
I can guarantee you this.
she ain't gonna be walking out that mansion soon, if at all. Wow. Say you're basically trying to say your homegirl's gonna get fucked by the powerful drug dealer in town.
Raised in holy hell or something. Do what you gotta, but leave me out of it. I told you what you want to know. Now take a walk.
Jesus, raining cats and dogs here. Yeah.
Best lead yet.
But in the original game, you have to, after you leave Midgar, that's when it starts. But you have to go through all this bullshit to raise chocobos till you get to the golden chocobo, and then you can get Nice and Around, which is a superpower summon. It's the most powerful spell in the game. Maybe, is it the most powerful attack? It's the most powerful command attack. I mean, the limit breaks. I think some of those are more powerful. Yeah, you do see a Chocobo. Oh, does it mean it's headed there? Oh, yeah, because you're in Zona.
No, thank you. Come on, Cloud.
But Walmart is supposed to be like Vegas of this city. And the main character, Tifa, just signed up to roll with the biggest pimp. She's doing it to find out more information for that whole reactor blowing up purposes when West keeps bringing up. I don't think there's any more blown reactors. I think the only two we've already done, and that's it.
Hey there. Are you looking for anything in particular today?
Oh, I'm old. Rain fucks me up too, man, because my fucking back, my neck, my knees. And sometimes I'll have pain just off the strength of the rain.
Some pretty ladies? Oh, that's what I need.
Hold on. Because he's the dude that's penetrating Tifa. No, this nigga gone. Let's see. Wait, did he post up? Yeah, here he is.
To enter or not to enter? That is the question. Wherefore does this philosophical quandary torment me?
You totally get where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah, I should have figured. You're not the philosophical, introspective type like me. That soft, naive face. I know your kind well, bro. You're just another musclehead who uses violence to work through your inner demons.
Man, you gonna get punched in the face talking all this shit.
Yeah, what's up?
Seen Tifa around?
Tifa? My love? My light? Who are you and how do you know her? No, shut up. I don't care. Tifa's here? Why? Tell me why. Oh, God.
This simp.
I did this to her, didn't I? She kept looking for me to beg me not to leave her. Snap out of it, Johnny.
And this simp smashed Tifa. I'm telling you, it's in the OG game.
Who was that?
Nobody you want?
Somebody who put his raw penis inside the girl, cause these hoes letting the pussy flow freely. That's who he is. Cause you hoes don't have no decorum, letting any and everything smash. So that's who he is. Some munch that just because he ate it doesn't mean he dated. And so now he geeked up.
Check it out.
All the forgetfulness.
And he's a gaudy one.
Let me see. They were out of hybrid gummies. These gummies suck. All the forgetfulness with other than levity and relaxation. Yeah, I hate when times are rough in the kingdom. You gotta fuck with the non-good gummies.
Not so fast, buddy. Back it up. Got no need for pretty boys here.
We're looking for someone.
Let me guess. First time in a Walmart.
Just went to the dispensary yesterday.
So people can't just walk through the Don's front door. Especially men.
How about me then? Can I go inside?
Maybe, but you're gonna wish you didn't.
You know Leslie? She's kind of cute. Homely, but cute.
Get her.
Excuse you?
Kinda cute.
You look homely. You look like you don't shave your box to keep it a buck.
Any idea what you're getting into?
That's what the thing is.
Seriously, Les, she's not half bad. With a little work, I bet she'd clean up real nice.
Cloud, requesting permission to kill.
Oh, shut up.
Denied.
He called it a buck. You're a basic looking bitch. You look like you don't shave your box, bitch. That's what I think. I'm like, I don't think that thing shaved.
The only ones in town who are considered authorities on Corneo's particular tastes. First, there's Chocobo Sam. And then there's Madame M over at the massage parlor. Last but not least, there's the Honeybee Inn's Andrea Rodea. They're an eccentric bunch, to put it mildly. And you should know they don't recommend...
Now this part is actually stupid. So this happened in the original game. This is not a woke add-on.
Thanks for the info.
Cloud has to dress like a woman in order to infiltrate. Now why? In the context of this game, when all I've done is fight my way out of every issue, that I have to go through this stupid process and do this, I'll never know.
Getting in and go bother the trio.
Now, like, why can't I just say, you know, I'm gonna just slash these three motherfuckers and just go on Gorilla Pen? Why don't I get the option? Well, one, two, it's not an RPG. It's an action adventure game on rails. But yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think Aerith shaves the bush? Maybe I'm wrong. It's just the boots. It's the, you know, there's some. I just feel like it's something hygienically off. Maybe I'm off. I don't know. There anything around this motherfucker? I hate that this game just is so fucking on rails. I wish I had more options to do shit. I wish I had the option to do something. She uses duct tape. Ugh. It looks nothing like Final Fantasy VII, exactly. And that was my big criticism of it. It's just, it takes these characters, it takes these character models that are based off the Final Fantasy VII character models, and it creates its own game, this action adventure game around it. Women shouldn't grow hair. You said there's a triple down there. Whatever cast, women shouldn't grow hair below the head. I don't disagree. Man, I feel like it's a fucking forest down there, man.
You sure about this?
If you've got any better ideas.
Not really.
So that's the way it is.
Here come this
Tifa's
motherfucker.
been invited into the Don's estate.
Huh?
But to earn such a privilege, you must first win the approval of one of the trio. Right? Meaning, I now know what I must do to save her. Stay strong, Tifa! Help is on the way! Johnny's coming, baby!
Not the sharpest tool in the shed, is he?
A tribble. Like, you think it's just a little stubble, maybe a little landing strip. Nah, bro, I think it's wild. I think she probably got the armpit game going too, man. She's got the little, like Tifa probably does. I think Tifa's smooth. But this bitch, man, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like, okay, so everything's clean down here. You know, I hope for, you know, the people getting the digital ass. I good for them, man. You know, I'm wishing them the best. But I'm expecting a fucking nightmare. Maybe it's just how much I dislike this version of the character. Braided armpits, yeah, man. I'm expecting, yeah. That's what I think's going on, and musty too. You already know. What the fuck is all this back here? You better not let me. You're not. Look at this shit. Now, is there anything that's supposed to make me matter? Why can't I go up these steps? Whose idea was it to put these steps here in the first place? What's the point of having these steps if I can't go up them? Why not even have rendered steps here? Why not have just had this as scaffolding that there was no way you could think of climbing? Why? Fuck you, that's why. That's the answer. Fuck you. Oh my God. Just lame, just for no reason. There's a reason people are talking about these games today. Avalanche. So that's, I guess, just an Easter egg. Because, you know, they've made Avalanche Antifa. Curiously, before Antifa was in I mean, I guess Antifa existed, but, you know what I mean? It wasn't a big thing. This game came out in 2020. So, I don't know. There's a lot of predictive programming in this game, especially when I played it. I'm like, did they know what was going on? Because I remember, you know, this game came out, I'm going to say March or April of 2020. Remember being locked down, and then the early scenes that Wes keeps talking about. More stairs. Why the fuck do they exist? About the blowing up the reactors. The way they handle it, you blow up the reactors in this game, and then you go around the city, and people are like panicking and crying, and you're seeing fire everywhere. And this is, you know, the pandemic happening as this happened. I'm like, wow, this shit is hitting way harder than I think it's supposed to. The old Final Fantasy VII works the same way as the game I play now, Iron Maiden, Legacy of the Beast. Was that turn-based? I like the turn-based stuff. I prefer the original version of this in every way. In every way. God, but, you know, this does play a lot off of this section. It's going to play a lot off of the OG stuff. That's a diner. The OG Walmart section has a lot of similarities, but they make the section where Cloud impersonates a woman way more gay, like quantifiably worlds gayer than it already was. Oh yeah, and Cloud, like I said, Cloud is going to impersonate a woman, but we'll have to do that on the next episode. I'm about to get out of here.
Think you're too good for my buns? Come here!
Okay, here's the weird creep I want to see.
I will go wherever my research leads me, but the success of my endeavors rests entirely upon you. Your assistance would be much appreciated.
How come I don't have more?
Cloud, I have come up with the most fascinating theory. Perhaps you can lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it? I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research.
I'm gonna have to look online and see how to get all the summons.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle.
Okay. What's going on with this cat? He's tweaking. He talks off. Right though? I believe they say he's like a part robot or some shit. I don't know. This is an anime, man. This is an anime. This game is definitely a lot more post anime. Who is this hoe?
I can't believe I bought the same disc twice. Excuse me.
GTA is way more RPG than this. It's sad how non-RPG this game is. Even compared to the original, I get that the JRPGs of the 90s may not really be RPGs as we think of them now, as far as how much role-playing and immersiveness you can get out of a RPG, but holy smokes, you have just so little choice. And there are some choices. I think this section gives you a little bit more options, but there's just a lot of this shit's on rails, man. And this could have been made a way interesting game. If they were going to deviate, give me free reign. A lot of people, my brother likes the RP, the GTA RP stuff. I've seen some of it. It's pretty cool. I wish I was better at GTA and do it. That there's more money and shit. I wish I was a good GTA streamer. That's where the money is, my guy. There's a lot of money in the GTA community. Yeah, turn-based combat synonymous with RPGs. This doesn't. You don't get any turn-based stuff. You don't get any actual role playing. You don't get any decisions that impact things. Take another very well-loved Square Soft. Now it's Square Enix. Back in the day, it was Square Soft. But Chrono Trigger, some of the first few things you do in Chrono Trigger impacts the whole fucking game. They give you impact over the game, even if you don't know it. But I preferred that. Trayton, huh? Is that your RP guy? A lot of good guys in the RP section. If Rockstar would have made this a gratuitous violent masterpiece, if they make it at all, because Rockstar makes games every 10 years at this point. Far from when they were in their prime, tossing out Bully and GTAs and Red Deads like every other year. Red Dead 2 came out 2018. Fucking GTA 5 came out 2013. Those are the last two games they done. It's 2023. You know what I mean? They keep a much tighter schedule, or much less active schedule than they used to. But hey, at least they what they're gonna get. So all right, guys, I am going to go ahead and get out of here. This has been fun. 3 hours of fun. It is late. It is great, and it's time for me to go to bed. So if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do. I'm gonna have to check out this trading, see it, because I do like some of the RP stuff. All right, and thank you guys for joining me. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged, share and subscribe, please do that, because sharing is caring. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. Talk to you guys.